So the plot of this movie, I looked it up, and it's one of the stupidest plots I've ever heard of in any movie. So it's
I got killed. I'm dead.
What? No, the game just exits?
Yeah.
Live from Austin, Texas, where we hope to recoup our production costs after we hit home video. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Danny. I don't know if we're gonna do that.
Turns out Retro Pals the movie was, what did our PR liaison describe it as? Box office poison?
My transcript was just crying. It just says crying.
Oh, I think he said box office rat poison, which is really
yeah.
specific, but also, like, extra insulting. I don't know what they meant by that. Still waiting to hear back from him.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Retro Pals. We got a show for you here tonight. It's about box office bombs. Films that didn't do well at the box office, but they did get ports to the C64 and ZX Spectrum, so maybe those are good?
Maybe.
Let's hold out hope.
Let's
Stay
hold out
optimistic, because in the end, if you stay optimistic, all the games are good, guaranteed. That's the Retro Pals promise. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I'm looking forward to this one, folks. I put a lot of effort into putting together this stream lineup the last couple of nights. Also, hello. Here we are.
Here we are.
Welcome to the show. We got a lot to get into, and I want to get into it soon. But first, Alex, why don't you thank some folks?
Thank you, Sasquatchulus, for the 89-month resub. Is there a cool world? I hope we see Hollywood. Do you know Hollywood?
If she could. Thank you,
would.
Sass.
She would.
You know, we have to show off Cool World. Come on. That's pretty much guaranteed. But thank you for the 89 months. That's
Thank
so many
you.
months.
Thank you, Nocturne Dustclaw, for the 54-month resub. I hope everyone is having a good day today. I am. I'm actually having a pretty good day.
Oh, well, thank you for the well wishes. Hope you're having a good day, too, and thank you for the sub.
Thank you, Orange Ride, for the 46-month resub. That's a huge resub. Thank you.
That's a beefy sub number. Almost 4 years. Thank you.
We got a nice resub from Arpagot, 69 months.
Nice.
I regret to inform you I cannot sub beyond this month. This number is simply too nice.
I understand. You can stop watching now. You have beaten the Retro Pals video game. Congratulations.
Thank you, Carmen, for the 100 bits. Waterworld, game over. Deposit 40 coins.
Please deposit 40 quartz. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Osifra for the 35-month resub. Should there be a letterbox for specifically PC Engine and Sega CD games? Yes.
See, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I want to see. Like, I don't care about what movies you've seen. Anyone can watch a movie, but it takes a special amount of effort and other things to play Sega CD and PC Engine CD games intentionally. And that's why I'm launching a new website. Not today. Thank you for the sub, though.
Thank you, Neo Zero, for the 29-month resub. Luckily, this sub has had a long tail in the DVD market.
Oh, I'm all about that long tail. I'm all about having a long tail, curling around things. It's apparently
Danny,
worth a lot of money.
Being a furry.
I am? Well,
Yeah.
shit. A lot of things happening tonight. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you, Osifra for gifting a sub to the community. To appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for gifting us up. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Carmen, for the 25 bits. Do not give up on RetroPals yet. It hasn't been released yet in Albania. That's true.
Albania or Zimbabwe, the A to Z as we call it. That's what we hope to hit. Thank you for the bits.
And last but not least, thank you, Mooware. 72-month resub. 6 years of sub. I'm so old now. Who will help me find the cookies blessings for me?
I'm so old now. Thank you for the 6
old.
whole years of sub.
6
Holy
years,
shit.
Thank you.
Have we even been streaming for 6 years? Actually, it's been way longer than that. I'm so old now. Folks, we got a stream for you here tonight. We decided, as we're approaching the next patron request gauntlet, yes, that rumbling you hear off in the distance, that ominous feeling, it's coming later this month. We decided to give a couple of poll themes that lost previous polls a second chance at life, a second chance at the spotlight. So, for this week's losers bracket, we took a poll to our patrons asking, do you want to see cheap Super Nintendo games or games based on box office bombs? And it was close. It was so freaking close.
Damn.
I didn't know who was going to win. I had to wait till the last minute to put together this stream lineup. It was a fierce competition, but in the end, games based on box office bombs won out. And we're going to do that, like, real soon. Al Pennington, thank you for the 26 months. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's Hollywood accounting. That's why the numbers don't match up.
Exactly. So games based on box office bombs. That's a good point. I want to get to this before we do anything. Specifically, all of these games we're going to show tonight are games based on movies that did not recoup their initial production costs via the box office. They might have had success later on in home video. They might have gotten a cult following, might have gotten some sequels that boosted interest in the series and kind of juiced the money box. Is that what you say? Juice the money box?
Juice the money box. That's what they say in the industry, baby.
Everybody juice that money box. In any case, yes, this is specifically based on numbers. If a movie gained less in box office than its additional production costs, then it's considered fair game for tonight's stream. Hollywood has a way of weaseling into calling things box office bombs. A lot of movies are considered disappointing or underperforming, even though they earned far beyond their production costs and beyond that. But there's a whole bunch of things like, oh, it wasn't successful enough to launch a franchise, or, oh, the merchandising was awful. There was no potential for selling toys to kids on this thing. There's a lot of things that can be considered a box office bomb that isn't necessarily reflected in revenue. So don't let that deter you from checking out these films or these games.
Yeah.
They could be good, either one of them. In fact, we're going to see a few movies here tonight that are personal favorites of mine. So don't let Wikipedia telling you that that Big Trouble in Little China didn't make back its production budget. Don't let that dissuade you. Go watch that movie. It's good. It's good stuff.
Real quick, I want to thank N Beyond for the 97-month resub. You are approaching 3 digits. Holy shit. Thank you.
You're almost there. Thank you for the big 97.
Thank you. Thank you, Lolo de Puzzlo, 100-bit dono. Is there an EGOT bad game equivalent of a franchise for having a bad game, TV show, movie, and stage play?
Stage play would be the tough one, probably. But I don't know. Is there a game based on Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark?
There should be.
There really should be. Thank you for the bits.
And thank you, Newell, for the 16-month resub, juicing the old money box.
You gotta juice that money box. Yeah, in any case, let's not get too numbers-brained about this. You shouldn't judge a game's quality based on how many concurrent players are on Steam, and you shouldn't base a movie's quality based on how much money it made at the box office. Because shit can go wrong, production can go all sorts of crazy ways, and that is beyond the scope of this stream. In the meantime, here we are with a bunch of games that we're going to play based on numbers. Let's start off.
Okay.
I'm going from the very beginning. This is going to be a semi-chronological look at all these games. According to my research, the very first game to be based on a box office bomb was Megaforce for the Atari 2600.
Oh, look at that, Danny.
Had a budget of $20 million, only earned $6 million. And just looking into this, I can already tell this is the kind of movie I want to see. It's directed by Hal Needham, the director of Smokey and the Bandit and Cannonball Run and Rad, my favorite BMX movie of all time. I watched the trailer, and it's just like a dude on a motorcycle shooting lasers at tanks, and like shit's exploding all over the place. There's a shot of him like ramping off a tank and throwing a grenade inside the turret, and it explodes, and he just zooms away.
Good.
Anyway, let's see how all that is reflected in the 2600 game. I'm sure it's going to be just like it. Okay, well, this is a pretty good-looking 2600 game, I guess.
Okay.
Megaforce 1. Defend. Okay, we're in. Okay, you can see the dude on his motorcycle. He's flying through the air. I briefly looked into how to play this game. This is our home base. We're supposed to protect this. As we go to the right, searching for the enemy base, there's going to be enemies trying to attack our shit. And we say, no, we don't like that. Also, we're not going to be playing this for long because this game is non-stop flashing.
Yeah.
The 2600 was kind of a lot like this. Okay, you can see the flashing in the background indicating that our home base is under attack. That's okay, I'm all in. I'm going in for the enemy's base. Take that, assholes!
Damn, there they go.
There we go. That's the end of round 1. I got some points because I managed to destroy some of the bases before our whole shit was disrupted. So I got 1161. Looking good.
Oh man, thank you for the bits, Carmen. Yeah, Epilepsy Megaforce. A little bit. It's not as bad as some of the other games you were playing last time.
Yeah, but that's the whole game. You just protect your home base, and you go after the enemy base. You gotta worry about fuel, which you shoot a la Space Super Cobra or something like that. I also like that you can destroy like environmental objects like the trees and the lakes and stuff. That doesn't give you any points, but it does make the screen flash. And that's it. That's all I have to say about Megaforce. It's not so good, but it is the first game to be based on a box office bomb. Now, what's the first arcade game to be based on a box office bomb? Well, we've shown this before, but it bears repeating. Alex, load up that meme.
All right, let's go.
Kroll came out in '83 with a budget of $27 million, only earned back $17 million. By which I ask you, what was not good enough about Kroll for you people? It had a glaive. A glaive, damn it.
Well, some people are, they're not glaive heads, glaive freaks. They just don't care about the glaive. They don't crave the glaive.
I can't relate. I honestly can't relate.
Gottlieb.
Why don't you pick up that controller over there, Alex? You play it this time.
They call it Gottlieb because when you see it, you got up and leave.
Good. You ate on the cat. Thank you for the sub. 8 months.
Thank you, Adon.
Thank you for the 8 gay rats.
Oh, boy. All right, put my quarters.
Oh, you gotta have focus first.
Oh, I'll just...
You did it to yourself this time. Usually that happens to me. Is that enough quarters? You have C credits. It can't even count anymore. Gottlieb did not count on more than 10 people putting coins into this machine. So this is a multi-stage video game a la Tron, which we showed off last week. Except in this game, you gotta find the pieces of your glaive before you can use it. So all you do in this stage is avoid the boulders and collect the pieces of your precious glaive that are scattered throughout. Now, is this part of the movie? Did someone split up his glaive and put it all over a mountain? It's pretty messed up. I wouldn't do that to Kroll, personally. No, wait, the dude's not named Kroll. It's named like... His name's like Corwin or something, right?
What? Corwin?
Yeah, Corwin.
That's a teenager.
Well, I have nothing else to say to that. Anyone see Kroll? Are you a fan? Hey, nice.
That was really hard.
Now that you have your glaive, you can attack by using the 4 directional buttons. It's basically a twin stick game, but
Okay.
mapped to buttons. So you gotta pick up your army men and then kill the kobolds.
Oh, okay. I was trying to shoot the people who I...
No, the kobolds are your enemy, Alex. There's a button that allows you to shoot upwards. It's your Y button, I believe. Yeah, there you go. So kind of ambitious for a video game of this era. 83, 84? Tron had just came out from Bally Midway, and that was the obvious blueprint they were going after. It's just a shame that Kroll did not catch on in the way that Tron did. Game over, Colwyn.
I'm fine.
I like that you're referred to as Colwyn 1. I guess the dude has multiple personalities or something. This game has really good sound effects. It sounds a lot like those Bally Sente games we were playing on Monday, actually. Nice work.
Thank you.
Let's move on.
That was Kroll.
All right, that's our preamble. It's time to get into the real shit, by which I mean I am turning on the Commodore 64 and never looking back.
All right, let's get that window up for you.
Some of the games we advertised today on Blue Sky, I showed the Spectrum boxes. In researching, it's probably better to show off the C64 versions, because often these games aren't very well liked, and I wanted to make it like the most possible to like them, so I'm playing what is essentially the best versions of these. That means we have to skip our beloved ZX, our beloved ZX Spectrum, and play the damn C64 instead. Like some kind of freaking,
Some kind of freaking freak.
some kind of freaking freak is what I'm saying. Let's fix the aspect ratio. There we go. Okay, it's time for C64. And the first game we have for this, you're not going to believe this. A lot of this stream is going to involve people going, wait a minute, that had a game? What the fuck? You made that up. So get ready for the first instance of that. With the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai for the C64. Alex is dying. He can't believe it.
I'm dying, folks. I'm okay.
Oh my god, there's so many adventure games. Jesus Christ. Adventure Interceptor, Adventure Master,
Adventure of a Mug.
Adventure Through Time, Adventureland, Adventures. There we go. All right, we're in. Let me get my portable keyboard. Enter
You're
the
literally
magic word.
making this one up. No, it's real.
Nope, this is very real. Buckaroo Banzai, I know multiple people who claim that this is one of their favorite movies. I haven't seen it myself, but it does look good. The movie itself was made on a budget of $17 million and only earned $6 million
Yikes!
at the box office, so not too good, Buckaroo.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
And
Scott
it's
Adams,
a freaking creator of Dilbert. This is a text-based adventure game of all things.
different Scott, honey. That's the good Scott Adams you're thinking of, the one who did adventure games.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we are in a building. Was there a building in Buckaroo Banzai?
I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai. Chad, is there a building in Buckaroo Banzai?
All right, Alex, finish this sentence. Buckaroo Banzai, I want you to...
Go.
Just go. He's thinking about it. Sorry, I can't go here.
Go downstairs.
Ooh, okay, now we're talking. Oops, I know how to spell. Go downstairs, Buckaroo Banzai.
Okay.
All right, we're making progress. Good.
There are several buildings in Buckaroo Banzai.
Wow, incredible.
Light a candle. Oh, that works better, yeah.
Light switch. When I played this earlier, I managed to exit the... Oh, boy. I managed to exit the building. I don't know what you did here. Go upstairs? Okay,
Maybe
we're back in
you
at
can
least.
go out the door upstairs.
I think there's an exit to the west.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exit
see.
west. I want you to W.
Okay, I go west. The famous Buckaroo Banzai.
Okay, I go west. Me Buckaroo Banzai. We're in front of Yo-Yo-Dine. Gas station. All right, should we go north, south, east, or west?
Let's go north.
To north.
I go N.
I want you to in.
Okay, I go north.
Everything I see in this game, I'm just assuming is completely true to the movie. Well, we're getting closer to the mountain. You want to just keep going?
Yeah, there's also a hardware store if you want to pick up some,
Rubber bands.
yeah. Hammer.
Gotta go north. Wow, we're in a parking lot. Holy shit.
Okay, keep going north.
Who knows what else we're going to see if we keep going north.
I just want to bonk into the mountain.
I hope there's just like a screen full of rock. It's just like, yep, that's a mountain. Can't climb this. Ooh. The foot of a mountain, you say. That's not how you spell mountain.
It could be. That's how cats spell mountain. Mountain.
What do you mean, how?
He doesn't have the hardware. You gotta go to the hardware store and pick up some mountain climbing equipment. I don't know how to eat something, and I don't know what shit means.
Well, what do you know? You didn't understand either part of that. West?
Okay, I go west.
I don't know what shit is. I don't know what eating is. You're going to have to explain this from the very beginning because I'm very confused. Ooh.
Drink. Swim.
This is always the death of me in these games because... Oh? Wow, you figured out the right verb. He's swimming nicely. He's having a nice little dip in the pool.
I don't know how to drown something, please.
Well, maybe we should just leave him here. He's having a good time swimming in the pool. I think this is the end of Buckaroo Banzai. He just starts an average day. He wonders if he should go to the gas station or the hardware store, and instead he just decides to take a swim. Good for you, Buckaroo. Happy for you. Next up, oh man, this segment, speaking of box office poison, I think this segment might be box office poison. Our next game is a big one. Big Trouble in Little China. 1985 on a budget of 25 million, only made back 11 million. But in the years since, people actually watched this movie and they're like, holy shit, this is amazing. It's got Kurt Russell. It's a John Carpenter film.
Oh.
And it's really good. A lot of action, a lot of comedy, a lot of ridiculous shit in here.
Zarzak, thank you for the 6-month resub. That's half a year. Thank you.
Hey, Sarzak, thank you for the half a year.
Thank you.
Bigfoot, big game, big guns, big mama. Big mama?
Like Big Mama's house?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
That wasn't a bomb, though, so we can't feature it.
Yeah, I was going to say, that probably made a lot of money.
All right, Big Trouble in Little China. If you've ever wondered what the game looks like, you're about to see it.
Thank you, 68K Heart. 64-month resub. 64 months for the C64. Thank you.
That's so appropriate, so serendipitous. Thank you for the 64 months of sub.
Junior of Crack Force. Omega.
All right, dude. Whoa.
Whoa, let's turn that down.
What? Was that the theme song?
Yeah, the famous theme song to Big Trouble in Little China.
I know
the...
I know the theme song to Big Trouble in Little China, and that was not it.
Well, thank you, Cartman, for the 50 bits. I remember the Spoonie One did an episode on this game.
I have not seen much of this game. We're about to play it. I'm really excited.
They do look like the three gay. They look like the Three Stooges, but gay.
Alex!
I'm just thinking everything's gay lately. I don't know.
This is the Kurt Russell character
Okay.
and his two martial arts friends. One of them is played by Victor Wong. He controls lightning. He's basically Raiden in this movie. I just want the damn game to start. But that's the C64 for you. The title looks glitched to me.
Yeah, the title looks a little fucked up.
We gotta wait to load this. There's a lot of gaming goodness.
So I like that the guy in the middle has like... It could be either a sword or a needle you inject with, a la Narc.
True.
And it looks like he's got a gun, Kurt Russell, on the side. Mm-hmm. And the third guy, it looks like he's just got a thing? A doll of some sort? I can't tell.
A thing. Push all the buttons. And I assure you that I did test this ahead of time. Sometimes these games get stream jitters. They don't want to perform.
They do.
Especially if they're on C64.
They're like, oh.
It's a tiny snowman, yeah.
His
special attack. I really like this movie because Kurt Russell's a fucking dumbass in it. Like, he's positioned as like the star of it, the leader of the gang, but he's just a big bumbling idiot. All of his friends do all the work.
Honestly, that sounds pretty good.
And we're gonna see this game here any second now. I swear to God.
Do you need to restart the
Could be. Let's give it a few more seconds.
Okay.
Alex, what's your favorite part about Big Trouble in Little China? What little you know about it?
The fact that it has crazy special effects.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it. I swear I've seen it, but I've completely forgotten about it, which is really sad. I should remember Big Trouble in Little China instead of like Warriors of Virtue, but unfortunately, was there ever a Warriors of Virtue video game? Oh!
Hey, we have game. Folks, we have game. Okay, so you control your three dudes, and I learned from the manual that you switch between them by pushing different buttons on the keyboard corresponding to their names. So, like, one of them is B. Oh, wait, no, we're getting into a fight. Here we go. Look at this. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay, we can be this guy now. All these characters have different attacks. This guy can jump kick. How do we control Egg Shin? I think it would be S probably. Alex, this may surprise you, but on the website Lemon C64, which is a fan site where you can rank and review every single C64 game, this game ranks in the bottom 50.
You don't say. This reminds me of the Three Stooges. It is a little Three Stooges-esque to me.
I like how Shin's on a little Nimbus cloud. He attacks with lightning, just like in the movie.
His lightning has barely any range, though. It sucks. It's
See,
like,
you think of video games as being this weird, fantastical world where anything can happen, and yet in this case, the movie is way weirder and way wackier. This game is just the most normal thing I've ever seen. Voop, voop. And it's got a guy with lightning powers. It still manages to be boring. As far as I know, this is the game. You don't go in the buildings, you just keep going left. Kurt Russell eventually gets a gun. And that's about it. Oh, I got a guy.
nice, nice. Thank
Conky
you.
Dong, thank you for the bits.
And the 64 C's. That's 64, all right.
Anyone want to count?
I'm not counting.
I'll trust you in this case.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits. Unfortunately, not much else to show off, but I am glad we did get the game running.
This.
Ooh, is this a boss? This also came out on ZX Spectrum. Is it any better there? Probably not. If I had to take a guess. It's just this. Huge disappointment. So while the movie may be much better than you're expecting, the game is way worse than anything you could possibly envision. But it exists, and therefore it's on the stream. Oh shit!
At least I got a gun, dude.
Well, I got
You're
lightning.
getting shot with bullets, Danny. Okay.
I got lightning.
You couldn't lightning out bullets.
Excellent. Stream's off to a great start.
Oh, brother, this next game.
This next game, holy shit.
I can't believe this was a game that someone made.
With a budget of $9 million and only making back $1.4 million. It's Give My Regards to Broadway. Now,
No.
whose knows?
No, it's not. It's Give My Regards to Broad Street.
Oh, Give My Regards to Broad Street.
That's
yeah.
very important here.
Now, has anyone seen this movie or know what it is?
God, was it?
Cell Tape, not surprised you know. The jams, you'll see what the jams are. But basically, this is a movie made as a collaboration between Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. The movie itself, in terms of plot, is a big old nothing. I highly recommend you go to Wikipedia and look up the plot, because it's so funny how little happens in this movie. But basically, great soundtrack, but the movie itself sucks. Now, Alex, you do know this song. Alex knows what it is. It
I
finally hit
figured
him.
it out.
It's his favorite song in the whole world.
You know what? I like this version so much better than the actual one. I like the Commodore 64 version because you can't hear the lyrics, and it's not changing from like orchestral to like country bumpkin.
Oh, you hate the multimodal songs?
I like multimodal songs when they're good.
And yeah, this is Band on the Run, as played by the C64, the famous Wings hit.
This is so much better than the real Band on the Run.
Yeah, it's
though.
nice and jaunty and consistent. It doesn't head off into Crazy Town, which Alex apparently hates. Now, I will confess, I did not actually look up how to play this game, but apparently, much like in the movie, there's a lot of running around looking for your missing master tapes. A lot of drama about, oh, what happened to them? Did someone steal them? Are they going to bootleg our masterpiece? Who cares?
No, don't bootleg temporary secretary. God.
That'll ruin my career.
Cell Tape, thank you for the 25 bits. I'm not sure if it's surprising or not surprising to anyone that I've never seen this movie.
Wow, even you've never seen this. Yeah, even in terms of Beatles offshoots and side projects, very few people know about this nowadays.
Yeah,
But it did have an album, it did have a movie, and thank God it has a game.
Yeah, this is in a minor key. That's the difference. Band on the Run in a minor key sounds amazing.
Is that all it took? Is that Ringo down there in the lower left? It looks like him.
That is absolutely Ringo.
Peace and love, peace and love. Not to the people who made this game, though. Anyway, we're not missing much. There's no action. It's just driving around trying to make things happen. Ooh, can I hit a car? Oh my god!
Band on the Run. Band on the Run.
Now they're really on the run. That was great. Band on the run, band on the run. So we're going to see a mixture of things tonight. Stuff that people know underperformed, and stuff that people didn't even know existed, such as Give My Regards to Broad Street. Search everyone for the band on the run. They were right, good music. Bad game. Bad game.
Danny, this next one.
This next one, I want to get people excited about this because I've never heard of this movie in my entire life, and I wanted to extend an olive branch to our pals in the UK, who no doubt have this listed among their favorite movies of all time, right? Like, who among us in Europe is not a huge fan of Biggles?
Oh, Biggies! I love the Biggies!
No, Biggles. It's Biggles. It's this guy who's like a pilot or something, and there's an adventure in time, and I haven't looked into this beyond what's on the poster.
The ultimate weapon, the ultimate hero, the adventure begins one step back in time.
Not the Wiggles. Not the Wiggles. It's Biggles. No one here has heard of Biggles? No one? Not a single soul? Well, that makes sense, because in Europe when this released, it had a budget of £7 million and earned 1.4 million back. Long way to go before you become profitable, Mr. Biggles.
The Biggies! The Biggles!
But let's see.
The Biggles! We're so
Stop
cool!
it. You stop that. But let's see if the game performed. Let's see if the game performs any better than the movie did.
Yeah, I don't know where the Biggles have been when we need them. They're off doing their own thing.
Biggles!
Conky Dong.
Get excited, folks. It's Biggles. Push B for Biggles.
You do press B for Biggles!
I literally did.
Monty Python presents Biggles Flies Undone.
Thank you for the bits. Folks, Biggles is coming. He's loading right now.
Biggles made his first appearance in the story The White Fucker.
Huh.
Spelled Fokker.
Well, there he is. There's Biggles. Oh? That sounds pretty good.
Whoa!
Oh, shit! Biggles bringing the jams. Ooh. Jesus. You're just a game based on Biggles. You didn't have to go so hard. Okay, I have high hopes. Let's start this game. Biggles! It's Biggles! He's in his plane. You know? He's always in that plane. Whoa! Oh shit, what? Okay. We're jumping rooftops. Nope, we're getting killed by cops. Oh, I see, you gotta get both dudes to this side. And then... Oh, never mind. Whoa, enough of that. We're here now. This is the video game equivalent of Band on the Run. We're back here. Oh shit! Why is this happening?
Biggles versus Snoopy the Flying Goose. Who would win? Snoopy? You know, thank you for the bits, Carmen. I think that... I don't know. Biggles, I think, has, according to chat, he probably has more controversy than Snoopy. I see that the Wikipedia page is mentioned as a huge section on the books basis of controversy.
Whoops. Well,
I haven't read Biggles.
Good thing to make a game about then.
Ruff, ruff, I'm Biggles the Rockin' Dog.
No, it's Biggles the famous war hero or something. Thank you for the bits, though.
Professor Gascan. Oh, I'm Biggles. I'm gonna do World War II. What?
Wow, did he do that? I didn't know it was just him.
I did all of World War I.
And most of two.
I love war crimes.
So I've seen these kinds of multimodal games, but never all at the same time, swapping in between them as you die.
It's interesting.
Oh shit, I have grenades. Take that. I don't even know who we're fighting here. The Germans? Are we German?
I think Biggles is from the UK.
Well, Okay.
Where are you going now?
Back in the air. Back in the plane, Biggles. It's time to do some more. No. Alex, I cannot scroot this game. This game is not quite scrootable to me.
I was gonna say, so far this is the most interesting game we've played tonight.
But it's still totally shit.
That was funny, I'm
Totally
sorry.
inscrutable. All these segments do play pretty well. There's action in all three of them. You can kind of tell what to do, except in this one. I can't figure out what the fucking objective is here. Do we have to go in the windows? Hey, you.
Do you have a gun you can shoot?
Now my game is over? Biggles! You know?
Uh-huh.
Best game of the night so far. I gotta hand it to Biggles. He may have failed at the box office, but he didn't fail at being entertaining. Thank you, Mr. Biggles. I guess we gotta move on.
Sorry, honey.
Next game, oh my god. I have seen people talk about this game, the microcomputer version, specifically online before, but now it's time to get some first-hand experience with Highlander. Not to be confused with the Jaguar CD version, which we did play before here on stream. As I recall, we loved it. It's one of our favorite games. But when Highlander released in theaters, unfortunately, it only earned $13 million off a budget of $19 million.
Aw.
Since then, it kind of became huge, though. There were sequels, spin-offs, all sorts of things, and now Highlander is in much better regard than it was at the moment it launched. Yeah?
Thank you, Carmen. Princes of the Universe. Appreciate that from my bits. Okay.
Oh, is this one of the Queen songs that was in the movie? This is another movie I've seen somewhat recently. It's good. I like it.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned seeing it. Have you seen the sequels?
I have not seen The Quickening. I have not seen any of the other ones. But I did appreciate the first one, Christopher Lambert's magnum opus, in my opinion.
Okay, so this game is rumored to have been purposely sabotaged because Ocean couldn't pay for the license of it.
Cool. That's great. So we're getting that kind of Hollywood fuckery in games, or as early as 1985. The song's going.
Oh shit.
Pretty sure this actually is one of the Queen songs.
Yeah, this one wasn't in. This is apparently, what is it? A Kind of Magic, which was not in the movie.
Oh, okay.
The bits Cartman, but Retro Pals came to the planet Zeist. We did.
Here we go. Let's play Highlander.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. How many players won?
One.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think this uses the other joystick. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm on the left. You have one action button, and by using that action button in conjunction with the joystick, you can make some things happen.
Danny, you're getting your ass beat.
Stand up, Highlander. My head!
McLeod has won 0 battles. Ramirez has won 1 battle.
That's really optimistic. They have a hundreds digit there. Okay, let's try that again. At least they have the head coming off. That is the only way you can kill a Highlander. Of all the things I remember about Highlander, I remember sword fights mostly in warehouses and parking lots. Like indoor parking areas.
So, like, parking garages?
Yeah, like they'd be slicing up cars because they missed. And then Queen songs would be playing. This might be the greatest movie ever made.
Is it like in mall parking lots? Because that's the best to me.
I think so.
Good.
Not Spanish, I'm Egyptian.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for the
Carmen.
bits. Oh, classic movie. Quit stabbing me in the head while I'm just trying to take a rest. Get up! Supposedly the other microcomputer versions, there goes my head again. Supposedly the other versions are just like this. Like, they're exactly the same gameplay-wise.
Ramirez has won 2 battles.
This is the one. McLeod's gonna take this one.
Okay, you got this.
Ooh. More like, give my regards to Broadsword. Huh?
I always confused give my regards to Broad Street with The Return of Bruno.
Basically the same movie.
Yeah, that's the band, Danny, but I deserve that.
I can't do shit. There can be only one. I guess it's gonna be you. I guess it's Ramirez.
Ramirez has won 3 battles.
Alex held up 3 fingers when he said that. The Highlander game. This may surprise you, but it's not that good. Not that good, folks.
You only fight the Ramirez, Facile, the Blind Frenchman, and the Kurgan here. Okay. Thank you for the bits.
We have another game that we showed off somewhat recently, so I'm going to show the intro only because that's pretty much the best part. Let us play a little bit of Howard the Duck. This was, of course, featured during our Duck Game showcase. We had to show off Howard in our many famous ducks.
He's a famous one.
But what you may not know is that this movie was a critical failure and a commercial failure.
It was a huge failure.
A budget of 30 or 37 million, depending on who you ask, and it only earned 16 million at the box office. And unlike Highlander and Big Trouble in Little China, there hasn't been a cultural reappraisal of Howard the Duck, at least not yet. So let's see him do his thing. Come on, Howard. You know what we came here to see. That, and he smokes inside the egg. Come on.
That's not good for him.
Howard, you should know better. Oh my God, does it have a lengthy credit sequence? That's great.
It's true. Howard has kind of the comic book character, not the movie character, has come back. He's been in the new Marvel movies.
Gooners will bring Howard back. What does that mean? I'm gonna be thinking about that all night. Anyway, the best part of this game is they replicate the intro or some part of the movie where he does the duck walk.
I know it's because of the duck tits that he looks at, but I'm thinking they're just people who really fucking want Howard. They're like, oh yeah, I got like five monitors just of Howard, just of this picture right now.
Of that specific picture, as seen on the C64. If you want to see us actually play the game, it's very tedious and we don't get anywhere.
This does not bode well. I forgot about that.
But it is in our Duck Game showcase. This intro still tickles me, though. I mean, just look at this. It's beautiful. Biffo the duck. Anyway, they drop him on an island and a bunch of shit happens that I can't figure out. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to play this game, but that day is not today. I do like the intro, though. Nice intro you got there, Howard.
This does not bode well.
And we come to our last Commodore 64 entry in tonight's stream, assuming I can get this game to cooperate. Masters of the Universe, the movie.
Oh yeah, this was a huge failure.
Not the show, but the movie. The movie was budgeted at 22 million, only earned back 17 million, but I'm sure the place to experience it is here on the good old C64. Let's do it. Who was He-Man in this movie?
Oh, I forget. Chad, who was He-Man in this movie?
It was some guy.
Dolph Lundgren.
Oh
huh?
yeah, of all people. Of all fucking people. Terraquake? The movie, here we go. Multiple Masters of the Universe games for C64. I guess that's not surprising.
Masters of the Universe was pretty big.
Yeah, they thought kids would come see the movie. This game was made by the A-Team of Perth, Australia? Oh wait, no,
They're just the hackers.
That's the... I can't believe this game was cracked by Australians. That's so insulting. To America.
I'm not insulted as an American. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay. You're trying to cozy up to the Australians.
I am.
I see how it is. A haunting arpeggio is heard in the distance. It's so subtle.
Seraphis Kane, thank you for the 61-month resub. Frank Lagella chewing the scenery of Skeletor is the best part of the movie. He knew exactly what kind of movie he was in.
God, I can't even imagine the live-action Skeletor. I need to... Whoa. I need to see at least some of this movie. But what's the game like?
You covered the bits. I say, hey, what's going on? Thank you.
Classic of internet video.
McCall loves this game, you don't say.
Really? McCall loves the C64 video game. That's so surprising to me. Aha! Here we go. Whoa! You just start in front of a firing squad.
So apparently this movie is about He-Man coming to our world?
Whoa.
As they say, a reverse isekai? Is Encino Man a reverse isekai?
I think it is.
It totally has to be, right?
Yeah. At Pauly Shore, he was an innovator. All these years later, we finally start to appreciate him. So this looks like Gauntlet, but even more maze-like, and even less fair.
Frappe, thank you for the $5 dono. As an Australian, this tip is for Alex only. Thank you.
Okay, Alex, enjoy your $5.
I'm gonna use
We're officially
that.
taking money from the Australian streamer lobby.
He-Man, I'm picking up signals from Eternian.
Blah, 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 whatever.
Wow.
The Retro Pals sell out to the Australians. You never thought you'd see it happen, but we go where the money is.
Why not?
It is all about your box office take. The screen transitions don't really line up. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You sort of just go off the screen and end up somewhere else. So is Dolph Lundgren just kind of trawling the streets here? Getting his ass blasted at all angles?
Thank you, Flemish Dog, for the 25 bits. Only Alex may enjoy these bits. Thank you. I love impressing the Australians. And Cartman, thank you for the 25 bits. By the power of Grayskull and Globengolus. Yeah. I can never pronounce their way.
I can pander to the Australians too.
Okay, do it.
This game is like putting another shrimp on the Barbie. Am I right? Folks!
Folks!
Boomerangs! What's with those? They don't even come back to you when you throw them.
You're getting banned.
I'll figure out. I'll crack the code.
Negative $5 donation to me.
I'll become Australia's newest streaming sweetheart. You'll see one of these days.
You come for the 25 bits. There will be a new Master of the Universe movie in 2026. Is that real?
Wow. Is it gonna be like this? Dolph Lundgren out on the streets getting shot? Well, Alex, what do you think of our collection of C64 games based on box office bombs?
Some of them had good music.
Yeah, there was that up-tempo minor key version of Band on the Run that you liked. And Highlander had a really good theme song. But other than that, I don't think they were making gameplay the priority with these. They had the license, they saw that it was a big piece of shit, and they put in an appropriate amount of effort for it. I got another sword.
Thank you, Shaxy 100-bit. Didgeridoo? How about you didgeridoo?
Hey, that's good! I'm gonna take that as my own. I'm
Cool.
gonna claim that that's an original joke, so I can appeal to the Australian lobby. Masters of the Universe for C64, based on the film. If the movie's like this, I don't want to see it. Well, if you thought things were gonna get a little more coherent after this, now that we've shut off the C64, unfortunately, I have to let you know, we're turning off the C64 and turning on the Commodore Amiga. We're going to Amiga World, folks.
Amiga World? I'd love to live there.
I love Amiga World. There's so many gradients.
There's a ball that bounces and it's checkered.
Yeah, so many frames of animation. It's impressive. Did you know there was an Amiga game based on the Black Cauldron? The famous Disney flop, budgeted at $44 million and only earned $21 million at the box office. But there is a pretty famous Amiga version, and we're going to see why here in a second. Conky Dong, thank you for the bits.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll do an Australian apology tour.
I'll do the apology tour, and you can rise to fame based on claiming that you made me do the apology tour.
Okay.
Black Cauldron. Here we go. Now, there's some names here that might surprise you. First of all, made by Sierra. Do you think, okay, some B team is slumming it making this game? No, not actually. This is also on DOS, explaining why it looks like this on Amiga. Game designed by Al Lowe, Roberta Williams, and a lot of other people who were with classic Sierra back then. They put their best and brightest minds on this, which is amazing to me. As little as I know about King's Quest, I know that it's huge for PCs. Can I grab the goose? Honk! 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 Is that good?
It'd be cool if the goose could kill you. Sorry.
Alright. Where do I go?
Maybe go in your house?
I guess that's a good start. Oh no, the damn car alarm is going off again.
Okay, so there's
a broken car alarm next door that keeps going off every so often all day today.
And the guy keeps turning it on, or whoever keeps turning it off, and it immediately turns back on, and you can just... It's like you can feel the frustration from indoors.
So this game does not have a car horn soundtrack.
Yeah, if you hear the car horn, it's not the game.
How do you bring up the text parser in these games? Does anyone know?
I have no clue.
Is it escape?
Oh, you paused.
All right, I'm trying. Quit honking at me.
F2?
F2 turns sound on and off.
Okay, space.
Look at this detailed little environment we got here.
I like the environment.
We got geese. We got a little pig in a hut. Is that a pig?
Yeah, it's a pig. It's like the famous pig from Black Cauldron. I think his name is like...
Dude, there's a goat back
Dustin.
there. I'm going to go talk to the goat.
Okay.
I do look rather dashing. It's true.
Does this have a text parser?
Oh, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's all
Click-based?
mouse-driven.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all clickbait.
Pigwin. Yeah, it's something... I don't know. Everyone says the books are good. I don't fucking know. My favorite Black Cauldron thing is the walkthrough they had at Tokyo Disneyland until very recently.
Mm.
Yeah, you would go in and then they would have a huge animatronic tell you that he's going to send you to hell.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's pretty metal. The books are excellent, I see. Well, this being a Sierra adventure game, this is probably a slow burn. This is something you'll work your way through over the course of a couple of weeks. And if it's anything like the other ones, you probably die a lot.
Okay, F4 and F8 to use and look respectively, according to the manual.
Oh, okay. Let's look in this knothole. It started honking at me. Stop! F4 and F8, you say? A musical lute! Could always take the lute and run.
Oh, Al.
That's an Al Lowe original.
That's
right
100% an Al Lowe.
Well, this is a very long video game, but suffice to say, there is a video game based on the Black Cauldron, and it's made by a dream team of Sierra developers, of all things. So maybe check that out.
Sorry for laughing.
Hollywood collectively is standing outside honking at us for tonight's stream. The honking started when I talked to the goose. Isn't that hilarious?
That's wonderful.
That's so good. You know what else is good? Hudson Hawk. It's a movie that in 1991 had a budget of $65 million. That's crazy. For 1991, and it only earned back $17 million.
Wow, that's a huge fucking bomb.
That is a massive loss.
The thing is, I've seen that movie. I don't know where that money went.
I don't either. Like, not much happens in that movie. Hudson Hawk. So we're playing the Amiga version. There is a very famous NES port, but I think we should probably play the original just to see what it's like. Like, maybe the NES port is bad. Maybe this game is meant to be played in its original form on the Commodore Amiga.
Thank you for the 25 bits, Flemish dog. Yeah, they should have made a Return of Bruno movie.
Exactly.
I want to.
Oh, there's the VHS tape. Look, it's already rewound for us.
Available to rent from January 5th, 1992.
That was pretty cool. Oh, this music comes from hell.
Thank you, Conky Donk, for the bits. We will. Ah, this music.
This sounds like the NES music, but it's more. It has.
Good?
It's more bassy. Here on the Amiga. Oh shit.
Oh my God! Look at him! Look at little Bruno!
That's little Bruno slapping that dog. It looks like you have a melee attack in this, unlike the NES one where you only threw baseballs. And yep, up to jump, of course. Of course. Whoa, you have insane momentum in this game. Okay, I'm gonna push on a direction. I'm gonna let you know when I let go. All right.
Okay.
Now.
Wow!
He kept going for a good solid 2 seconds there. That was awesome. Some stuff you can jump on, some you can't. Like, yeah. Oh, and you can only go forward when you jump. There is no jumping straight up. Looks like you hold the button to do the melee attack and then tap it to throw baseballs. Alex.
Yeah.
This is way worse than the NES game. Okay, got one. I'm pretty sure on NES you could just ignore these birds. Maybe you can in this one too, but I want to be safe. There we go. All right, here we go. No, you climb on the thing. You climb on the thing. Bruce? Bruno? Alright, so that's how you want to play it. Alright. He don't grab the thing!
Can you jump up on the little pillar?
Maybe?
Like, that's all I can think of.
Like
You
this
have to
one
jump
here?
up. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, he goes so fast.
Nope, nope.
No, you fall right through.
Okay.
He's freaking Sonic the Hedgehog in this. This is faster, harder, more challenging Hudson Hawk. So if that's the thing you want, go get yourself an Amiga, buddy. I'm gonna hold the button. There we go. Okay, we've made progress. Good. I'm just now noticing the incredible gradient back there.
It's really pretty.
That's so Amiga. Why did they make this so much more of a pain in the ass than on NES?
Because it's Amiga.
That's true. At least I know how to solve this puzzle. Or do I? Or do I? I can't get the thing to work. Uh-oh. Well, we'll try our best. Okay. Alright, here we go. Get ready to stack crates. Why is the NES one so much better? I'm just blown away. NES one widely regarded as like an unplayable piece of shit, so what does that make this? Jesus Christ. Felt like I ran a marathon. Whoa, look at this indoor environment. Anyone want to get Bill Bull to play this? It has to be him. I don't think anyone else has the patience, if he hasn't already played it. Oh boy. What?
That's what Bruce Willis looks like.
That's Bruce. That's classic Bruce Willis right there.
He sneaker nets for the 73-month.
I'm not quite sure why I always assumed that the NES port was the bad one, but no, that's the way to go. Sneaker Nets, thank you for the sub.
In Strong Sad's glad voice. 73 months? That's longer than any of these games are developed, sold, talked about, discussed, or remembered at all. Isn't that great?
That is great. Thank you so much. Good lord. It's so painful to play this. I'm really impressed. Way to go, Ocean. And way to go, Hudson Hawk.
I'm excited for the next one, baby.
All right, we're continuing our semi-chronological timeline. The year is 1992, and the world is ready for Cool World.
Yes, it is, baby.
With a budget of $28 million, it earned back about half of that at $14 million.
Oof.
Huge budget movie that combined live action and cartoons. People were hoping it would be the next Roger Rabbit, which was a huge success.
And it was in development hell for a long time. It kept being changed by corporations. The version that got made was one where everyone who worked on it hated it. So yeah.
A lot of great things to be said about Cool World. I like the David Bowie theme song where he says,
Me too.
Where he sings, "It's a real cool world."
That's my favorite. I listen to it sometimes because I need to be tortured.
But believe it or not, there are multiple versions of Cool World. The NES
Cool
one,
World was better.
the NES one is a unique game. The Super Nintendo one is a unique game. There's a unique game for Game Boy, which is a port of the C64 one.
Holy shit, this looks good.
And then there's the Amiga version, which is another unique game that's unlike any other.
Okay, they're just repeating this back and forth. That's good.
I'll take it. I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, I like when the random skulls appear in Cool World. I want to say those were done by... Oh, I forget his name. I'll remember eventually, but the guy who did a lot of the animation and design in Sonic's the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, I see.
I think the guy who did a lot of those background animations, again, forgot his name, was also the guy who designed Robotnik to be the sexiest fat man on television.
Oh, yeah, he's the one who gave Robotnik a huge ass.
Yeah, that's literally all I know about Cool World.
We're assing innocent doodles. So we're here in the Toon World. We are Brad Pitt, and we're trying and failing not to have sex with Hollywood, thus bridging the gap between the human world and the Toon World.
I just think the gap should be bridged. Why do we have to have the Toons live in their own stupid world?
Do you want to live like this?
Well, maybe the Toons don't have a choice. They should live in a normal world where they don't have to live like this. I don't believe in it, okay? I don't believe in making the Toons live somewhere separate just because they're ink blots or...
This is your most controversial take to date. Is this part of your allyship with Australia? Do they believe the same thing?
Australians are all about full Toon citizenship, for sure. Cool World, but about VTubers. So it's like the computer world.
Now that's a movie I'd see.
Of course you would.
So just like all the other versions of Cool World, this is its own unique thing, and it's completely inscrutable from what I've seen. Again, Bill Bull recently played through every single version of Cool World, so I highly recommend checking out the archives on his channel. He's the man to do it. It can literally be no one else. No one else has the patience or the time for Cool World.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's whole thing is like going around making sure people don't fuck the Toons.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is, I think, is terrible. Like,
Buddy, they won't even let me fuck the Toons.
It's like, come on, man. And then he ends up, spoilers, I guess, for Cool World, but he ends up turning into a Toon at the end. And a really bad-looking one at that, which is the best part.
Well, if you really want to watch Cool World, the experience is not complete until you've played every single different version of the game. There's at least 5 of them.
Cool World, but about YouTubers, is just Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh god, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, the only appearance of MailChimp in a movie.
Did you see that?
Yes.
That movie is a piece of shit.
I saw it, and the moment I remember most is when he's looking lovingly around at the internet world, and he sees the MailChimp logo, and is like, wow! And I'm like, no.
Wow, eBay! Holy shit! Our entire plot hinges on eBay, the internet website. Wow. Could have been worse.
It felt like 2 different movies.
Could have been Cool World. Actually, do I dislike Cool World more or Wreck-It Ralph 2 more?
I feel like Wreck-It Ralph 2 is more watchable, but Cool World is less corporate synergy.
It's more cerebral.
I hate that actually was kind of what I was gonna say.
Things I shouldn't say, but are true. Cool World for the Amiga. That exists. Add it to the list of Cool World games you need to play. And if you ever figure it out, congratulations, you are Bill Bull. Next game.
Next game.
Oh, what else can the Amiga possibly offer after Cool World? Well, in 1993, there was a movie that was budgeted at $11 million and only earned back $8 million.
Ooh, what is it?
Despite the star power of one Terry Hulk Hogan. It's Suburban Commando.
Thank you for the 25 bits, Cartman. Uncool cerebral world. Yeah, that's where I live.
There's a Suburban Commando game. The most surprising part of this is that there's actually a C64 version. I couldn't get it to work, but a C64 game based on a Hulk Hogan movie that came out in 1993 is just completely insane to me. But luckily, this Amiga version should be definitive, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, there we fucking go.
It's a really good likeness, actually.
Shout out to chat going rest and piss all in.
Difficulty, mean, macho, wimp. I'm a wimp. Get ready to party.
Carmen for the 25 bits. C64 game is as dead as Hogan.
Thank you. As of this stream, Hulk Hogan has recently departed us, and no one was sad. It was really kind of incredible to see.
It was actually really funny because, a lot of the, there's a lot of nostalgia type posting on my timeline, and that's fine. I like retro games. I get it.
Yeah.
But, not a single, wow, I really liked him. Everyone just been like, good, fuck him. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Everyone who knew what it was like, who knew what he was like, did not mourn his death, but what is this game? I didn't expect it to be a space
interesting.
shooter. So he is from space, right? In the movie? Right? Did they just make this up?
Because if I recall, he's an alien that crashes on Earth.
Oh, okay. You can see his head down there in the lower left. Another good likeness. Fuck. Classic Amiga shmup. Everything takes a million hits. You can hardly kill anything. Your ship has momentum, God help me. The question is this better than the movie?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes, the music is great.
That's true.
I love this music. I want to get the soundtrack and listen to it later, but I don't think anyone on the planet Earth has ripped the music to Suburban Commando, because who would?
You'd be surprised. Why don't you ask your friends in the Australia lobby?
The other day I was looking for Peggle music, not that Peggle, but the arcade Peggle, the one that, and no one's ripped it. They've only, I looked everywhere for Peggle music, and I was like, oh, because I like the music in the arcade, not Peggle.
No one, not a single soul. No one's gonna be out there ripping music for Incredible Technologies games. Well, that doesn't seem fair to me, but okay. Well, this game answers the question, what if Hulk Hogan was an R-Type, and it was incredibly European? Here's your answer. It's okay, I guess. It is an Amiga shmup. The standards are gonna be lower. That thing took 1 million hits! And you take 1 hit!
This game seems like a pain in the butt to play, but this fucking music.
Yeah, the music's a vibe. I can handle this. I can deal with this. I'll put up with this music.
It's a platformer after the first stage. Delightful.
Oh, it becomes a platformer? That's a shame. Shoutouts to Glob and FW Stubbs.
Thank you, FW Stubbs. Thank you, Karma, for 25 bits. Yeah, they're having a Yapapai fucking wrestling match over there in hell. Alright, what's next?
Next up, oh man, we are entering the real dog years of 90s movies right here. Early 90s, a real time for Hollywood, specifically with kid-friendly action movies. There was this movie, right? It only cost $6.5 million to make, but it only earned $4.9 million back.
Are you kidding me?
Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas made that little?
Yeah.
I thought it was a huge hit. I thought kids were all into fucking... There's a CD32 version?
There is a CD32 version, but I want to play the core Amiga one.
Okay.
Because it has some incredible music. But if you really wanted to, you could play this on your CD32. Of all things, Surf Ninjas. The thing is, canonically, this is a Game Gear game. In the movie, they play a Game Gear to figure out what to do next because they're playing the game about themselves. So I don't know why they felt the need to make an Amiga version. Anyway, I guess we need music or sound effects. This choice is obvious.
Looks great.
That's a good title screen.
Amazing. That is multimedia CD-ROM to me.
Hey boss, how do we communicate right off the bat? We don't give a shit about this game. Just put in this title screen, boys. Music, though.
Okay, that image looks good. I like the school and the garbage truck.
Yeah, we got some digitized graphics.
Little Patu-san.
Here we go. I just left. Okay, here we are. This is a side-scrolling beat-them-up where you play as, I don't know, some guy.
You're not the surf ninja! Who is this guy? Where are the surf ninjas, Danny?
You do the slowest jump kick in the entire world. This is awesome. May I go in here? Oh.
Yeah, you're like John fucking Cena here. I don't get it.
Well, I'm beating up ninjas. That's the important part. I'll just jump away. Get me a copy of Euro Soccer. Get your own copy of Euro Soccer. Why shouldn't I get you a copy of Surf Ninjas? Get me a copy of Euro Soccer.
Jumping does drain your health. You're
What
right,
the fuck
BB-8.
it does?
That's so funny.
Folks, I think this game is messed up. Like, not in an emulation sense, but just in a conceptual sense. Gotta hand it to the music, though. It is music. There's a finely rendered car. You can pick up a carton of cigarettes. Give me that. Give me those smokes. Okay. Alright, what do you want?
Hey, get me some boxes.
Box apostrophe S. God. As a reformed writer, that hurts my soul.
Sorry, honey.
Box S. Oh yeah, we're here for some Jank Amiga gaming. We're right in the thick of it right now. Another thing this game is known for, which I probably can't show off on purpose, is there's random finishing moves when you beat these guys. And one of them, you end up ripping off their head and spine. And it just kind of happens out of nowhere. There's no other graphic violence in this game. It's just sometimes you rip off a dude's head and spine. For fun. Give me this. We're at the Pall Mall. There it is! There it is! Oh man!
Holy shit! This is a game. This is.
Okay, I'm happy. We actually got to see that on the stream. I'm very happy that actually happened. And he got back up. So in addition to being a bad beat 'em up, this is one of those games you wander around and try to get items and take them to other places. I guess you need to get a guy a copy of Euro Soccer? Anyone see a game store around here? I think
that's the thing you picked up. I think that's Euro Soccer.
Oh, is that Euro Soccer?
Yeah, it looks like someone doing soccer very poorly.
Okay, we're actually going to take this back to the store.
Rob Schneider did not do that in the movie. He didn't rip out someone's spine? Well, why not?
Maybe that's why this movie failed. Didn't have Rob Schneider's ripping out his spine. Okay, we got this guy his copy of Euro Soccer. Let's see if we can progress. No, this is Euro Soccer 91. He wants Euro Soccer 92, I guess.
Makes sense. Can you give him an item? Well, you died.
Folks, Surf Ninjas is bad. I don't know if you knew this. This may surprise you, but it's true. So at the top of the stream, I talked about how certain movies are considered failures, even though they meet back their production costs and then some. Such is the case with our next movie-based game, which we need to show, because this is the one movie that you think of when you think 90s box office bomb. Let's play some Last Action Hero.
I did not know this movie made its money back.
It did, and then some.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was made on a production budget of $85 million and earned $137 million. So, what the fuck? I guess when movies are big enough, they want you to get a big return, and like 1.5 times the budget just doesn't cut it. But just keep that in mind when you hear about games or movies being referred to as bombs. They may not necessarily even be financially a failure.
Another reverse isekai where he leaves the movies and goes to the regular world.
Yeah. This movie's good because his sidekick is named Danny.
That's true.
That and it's just a good movie. I enjoyed Last Action Hero.
I did too. It was like, yeah, it's weird. It was stupid, but it's like, yeah, I know we're stupid, whatever. And I was like, okay.
Difficulty mild. Easy. None? Let's go with none difficulty. Left game. Good.
Looks good.
Oh shit. Is that Arnold playing the guitar? He's rocking out.
Look at it. Oh my god.
Jesus
his
Christ.
neck.
So you know that there's console versions of this. This was on Super Nintendo and Genesis. That game is horrible. There's a unique NES game. That game's also horrible, but at least it's short. Then there's this game where you can rock out to the soundtrack. I think there's also a unique Game Gear and Game Boy version, if you're keeping track. As far as I know, the consoles didn't get this specific game. And that's a shame, because Arnold has never looked better. Look at this shit. Ah! Oh, this was using health. That's why my health was draining. I see.
Good
You can do this one for free though.
I love his walk cycle.
The game automatically takes over and moves you between these areas, by the way.
Got run for the 25 minutes.
Dum, 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 dum.
True. I didn't know that he refused to use weapons in the game. That makes sense.
The True Lives game is pretty good though.
It is! I remember it being good.
One of the classics of Beam Software, who could make a good game when they felt like it. I gotta say, this one, it's better than the other Last Action Hero games I played. Kinda plays like shit, but at least Arnold can rock out. That's at least something good about it. God, that's awesome. I want to stay with this game as long as I can, but I don't think I can hold off the next portion of the program for very long.
Sorry, honey. You know
Unfortunately, after this, it's time for Alex to take over for our MS-DOS and Windows segment. Things are about to get even danker, even faster than you could have imagined. Alex, as usual, is in charge of getting these old-ass, crusty PC games to work properly, or at least presentation quality in terms of stream. So the first game we're going to see here, I actually have an image to show off. Alex, why don't you put up that image on the screen? Who the fuck has heard of this movie? Because I sure hadn't. I was looking up games based on movies, and I had never heard of this one. And I looked it up, and it turns out this is a $20 million movie. It made back $939,000. It didn't even clear a million. Didn't even clear a million. So this movie went under everyone's radar. No one heard of this. And the plot of this, actually, I want to see how the game explains this, because I want to see how you turn this into a game. Let's play The Taking of Beverly Hills.
Chat, I got bad news for you. Wrong thing. Chat.
What?
This is a capstone game.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You've heard of this? Wow. That's more than me. I thought they just completely made this up.
All right.
Yeah, developer to choose for this movie no one's ever heard of.
1 second here. Read the DOS box. There we go.
Hey, we got a game.
Okay, there we go.
All right, Alex, take Beverly Hills.
You're not going to believe this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What I remember about Capstone is their love of using computer speaker noises, so...
Kids gotta learn about Capstone and Tech War. Thank you for the bits. Great title screen. Very, very nicely
dithered. Do you like the music, Danny?
I don't hear the music. Is it just in one speaker?
No, it's in both.
Okay, no, I hear it. That's music?
Yeah.
Who called this music?
Well, I'm gonna turn it down for us.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It looks great.
Here we go. It's time to take Beverly Hills. Okay. I was wondering how they convey that in video game form. Oh, and then it just slaps you in the game. All right, I see. So the plot of this movie, I looked it up, and it's one of the stupidest plots I've ever heard of in any movie. So it's
I got killed. I'm dead.
What? No, the game just exits?
Yeah.
The movie. Let's see if I can explain the plot of the movie in the time that it takes Alex to get killed again. The movie starts with a tanker that contains hazardous materials overturning, and initially there was some drama being all like, "Oh my God, was it on purpose? Is this bioterrorism? What the hell? This is horrible for the city of Beverly Hills. Everybody evacuate!" So everyone goes into a quarantine area and evacuates the entire city. But then the real plot kicks in, which is that the spill was just a hoax. Nothing has been spilled, and crooked cops are going to move into Beverly Hills to steal everyone's stuff while they're gone. Fucking Home Alone ass plot. Like, wow, thinking real big there. Also, what are the stakes in this movie? Like, apparently you control a guy who's trying to stop the crooked cops from stealing people's stuff, but who cares? Like, what's going to happen? Oh no, the rich people have to rebuy their things now. It really does remind me of the Wet Bandits being all like, "That house there, that's the silver tuna. We're going to take Beverly Hills, Marv." And Alex has gotten killed 3 times in the time it took me to explain
time's
that.
the charm. Do you think that should be my last run?
This is the last run.
Okay.
Alex, you either take Beverly Hills now or you never take it. Yeah, he's just the security guard for the town. I say let him have it. Rich people can replace their stuff. They live in Beverly Hills. Boomer has been killed! By the way, your name is Boomer.
Bo, press any key to exit.
Bo press. I didn't see that before. That's the taking of Beverly Hills, supposedly based on a real movie, supposedly a real video game. I say supposedly because I can't confirm any of this. All of that looked fake to me. Surely we can do better than that, right? Let's move on to 1995, where a movie called Once Upon a Forest was made between $13 to $16 million and only earned back $6.6 million. Folks, if you thought Ferngully was the only echo-minded animated film of the 90s, hold on to your asses. This one I've also never seen. I'm looking forward to this. I didn't get the information. I didn't get the information on who made this or why, but this appears to be a yeah, they had that logo. It's from the people who did Digby's Adventure.
Sanctuary Woods.
Sanctuary Woods, yeah.
Recent invention, the flapper wingamating. What do you think of it?
A splendid scientific achievement, sir.
Yeah, great.
Can you shut your bird up?
Can I try number pretty list, can I? You're too young, Michelle. Leave the flying to me.
You forgot about this movie? I had never heard of it. I knew Ferngully, but...
Catch it, Edgar.
I saw this movie in the theaters.
You did?
Yeah. It's a fucking furry, dude. I mean...
Well, yeah, that explains it.
I was like,
You gotta
I
support.
See it.
You gotta support your furry friends.
I gotta support the creatures.
Yeah, it's Once Upon a Forest.
Michelle, you're too little. We'll get it.
You're too young, Michelle. You're too little, Michelle. I'll show them.
I'll show them all. This looks good.
It's an amazing looking game. It really is.
They put work into this, considering no one saw or heard of the movie except for furries. Watch this movie as a kid in theaters. Oh, man, you and Alex then.
Okay.
At least 2 people saw this when it was new.
Way to go, Abigail.
I'm hungry.
The movie is really
Russell,
depressing.
you're
It
Wow.
is. I remember it being really depressing.
I can't
Awesome.
help that.
I'll bet Russell would like these mushrooms. I
No.
can prove I'm not young out.
Oh my god.
Look what I found. I bet it's delicious. Russell, Edgar!
Well,
Yum! I told you it was...
well.
Oh, Furlings, what has happened? It's Amanita muscaria. The bright color of this mushroom means danger.
Yeah, she just got really high.
I'm afraid I've done all I can with the herbs at my disposal.
She ain't gonna come down for a week or so.
Lungwort and eyebright to fully recover, but alas, I have neither.
Can't you just get some more?
Those herbs are very difficult to find.
This was a meme on the Nostalgia Critic. Damn it! That fucker beat us to another game.
I
guess he was talking about the movie.
Alone to search for them. Oh, what to do?
Yeah, it's the Mario mushroom. Extremely poisonous. Unless you're a Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I love the soundscape. It's either tappa 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 or
If Cornelius can't go looking for the lungwort and eyebright, then we have to.
On our own?
If we hadn't kept treating Michelle like a baby, she wouldn't be sick now. It's our
There's a
responsibility.
lot of setup to this.
Agreed?
Yeah, I'm telling ya.
I guess this was on CD-ROM, huh?
I think so. I don't
Let's
know.
make sure we take plenty of food.
Where's my Fern Gully game? There probably were some.
Look, it's Cornelius's journal. He started a map of the forest. There's also pictures of herbs and diagrams of wheels and levers and pulleys and things.
You ready for some gameplay?
Yeah, yeah. Show me the gameplay.
In a minute.
This magnifying glass might come in handy too.
It's impressive how well animated everything is, considering the low color depth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually you don't see this degree to showing off animation back in this era of PC gaming.
That should get us started. Do you see anything else?
Has there been gameplay?
Now.
Oh,
What's that? Gears. A good scientist can always find a use for gears. Edgar, Cornelius
68K
is a
hard.
good
You've heard of
scientist.
this too?
Yeah.
There's a single digit number of people who have heard of and seen this. That surprises me.
Could that be useful?
Could it?
Wood. Good.
You got wood.
Good.
Shall we move on?
Hold
Could
on, I
that
gotta
be
pick up the
useful?
twine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Twine. Could come in handy.
Folks, we got twine.
And it seems just as interesting as the movie did. That's Once Upon a Forest.
Well, if you like Once Upon a Forest, the movie, check out Once Upon a Forest, the DOS game. Made by Sanctuary Woods, who did lots of good stuff after that, so it makes sense that they would put some kind of effort into the production. Not bad, not bad. Next up, it's time to meet with an old friend.
Oh, yeah.
This movie had a budget of $25 million in 1996, only made back $15 million, but that's okay because it's the adventures of Pinocchio. It's time to return.
The IBM made, actually IBM published game where, yeah, it has a voice recognition, but I don't know how to get it to work with this.
Thank you, IBM.
Thank you,
The movie
IBM.
itself had the voice talents of Pauly Shore and, what's his face?
Rob Schneider?
Yeah, Rob Schneider. I have trouble remembering that guy's name for some reason. It's like my brain refuses to commit it to memory. You may remember us playing this a long time ago when Alex got stuck in something that was later called the nude puppet loop.
Oh,
We could not get Pinocchio to put on his clothes, and we kept looping the video. We wanted to make progress in this game, but we couldn't. We were probably not going to get back to that point, but I did want to show
Hey,
off
you.
this game just to
Yeah,
show you that
over
it
here.
exists.
Well, hello.
Look at that.
It's about time you showed up. Have you seen?
Okay, sound
Enough of
volume's
that.
going up.
Is that his tombstone?
I'm gonna be Junior.
Okay.
Yeah, Zoom. Okay.
Hey, you. Yeah, over here. Well, hello.
Do you like
It's about
him?
time you showed up.
I dislike him.
Have you seen Pinocchio?
No.
My name's Pepe.
Hi, Pepe.
I'm a friend of Pinocchio's. What's your name?
You don't get to know my name.
I'm a gay rat.
All right, then. Oh, hold on. Do you have a microphone?
No.
You know, if you play the
can't
game
believe this
with a
game uses
microphone, you
voice
can talk
recognition.
to us. Do you want to use a microphone?
It is the grandpa from Rugrats.
Well, all right, but remember, whenever someone asks you a question, or you want to go somewhere, use your mouse to click on the screen. Now on with the show. Get out there and save Pinocchio.
So the funniest thing about this one is that you star as a kid just seeing this movie, and the characters come out and they're like, Pinocchio fucking sucks, man. Help us.
All right, I like that.
I totally forgot about the plot of this game until I was starting this up. See, look at this. Look at this big premiere of Pinocchio we're seeing.
Wow, I bet this movie is going to make its money back.
Special appearance by Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
Based on the film The Adventures of Pinocchio.
Wow, this is capturing the experience of going to see The Adventures of Pinocchio. You got your popcorn?
Right this way, sir.
I'll take that one.
Wow, why isn't anyone else here in the audience?
Do you see what I see? Yes.
The movie's already started. And Rob Schneider's here. He's pogging too.
You can't expect me to show up on time for Adventures of Pinocchio.
How did you,
I don't know.
where
The
the
game is a
strength?
little loud.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Dino. Am I going crazy? I have no idea how this happened.
Oh, he looks horrible.
Burn me at the stake. Oh, no.
I know it's 90s CG, but
They've stopped burning people at the stake.
yeah, we missed the previews. We slept in. Always glad to see big budget FMV games based on movies that did absolutely nothing in theaters.
Oh, hi. I'm so glad you're here. You're our only hope. This is important.
This movie sucks. Can you help us?
Come on, we've got to hurry. It's Pinocchio. He's in trouble. Again. You do know
This
Pinocchio,
fucking
don't
guy.
you? Oh, of course you do. You saw the movie. I don't mean the cartoon. I mean the one with real actors.
Yeah, we're doing a Last Action
You did
Hero
see the
sort of
movie,
thing with
didn't
this.
you?
So did I see the movie?
Did you?
Oh, you should. It's
What
really
the hell's wrong with
good.
you? Go out and see it.
Want to know how it ends?
Yes, he's here.
Can't tell
The
them
bastard
that.
boy of Pinocchio, Candlewick. I love him.
The bad boy of cinema, they call him.
He's such a bad boy.
My name's Candlewick. Pleased to meet you. I see you met Lumina.
He's got the
Pain
worst
in the
hair
neck,
of
isn't
all.
she?
I love him.
Never stops talking. Always rushing about trying to help people.
I see the Retro Pals
Always
are trying to
being
make you
good.
watch another
Come with
shitty
me
stream.
instead.
Why don't we get
It'll
out
be
of
more
here?
fun.
No, it won't. You're always getting into trouble.
I like trouble. Maybe our friend here likes trouble too.
Well, why don't you let them choose?
I gotta go with my boy
You
Candlewick.
gotta go with Candledick.
Nice choice.
Candle Danny.
See?
I didn't
Not
come up
everyone
with that.
wants
That
to
was
be
chat.
good all the
Okay,
time.
chat. And now we're going into the world of Pinocchio.
We're going into the screen. Ah,
This
it
is a
sucks
great
here.
place. Wanna see?
You see that? Every time you see one of those, click on it. You'll get to see where Pinocchio went in the movie.
Oh, look! There's my papa cutting wood.
This is so weird. It's the experience of watching the movie like third hand.
This is the forest that I came from.
I'm made of a
I
tree.
carved this heart for dear Leona while in this peaceful meadow. With dreams and hope
Do you use any of the
Forever
icons at the
yours.
top, or are those just...
forever yours.
Those are the areas you're in, I think.
Chip
I don't
Okay.
know.
I wonder what the goose does.
I want to say the goose is the seagull at the seaside. 'Cause I know the
Please
seas-
help Candlewick find me.
What?
What a strange way to do a game. It's like you're watching the movie, but then they cut in and are just like, can you help us? Can you make this a better movie?
I'll take you home. A very good one, too.
Please help Candlewick find me.
Okay, Pinocchio. This is deranged.
I went to Terra Magica. Well, it's fun, but watch out for Lorenzini.
Look, there he is.
You know, initially we played this on the same stream as Fork in the Tail,
Yeah.
another Rob Schneider masterpiece, and this honestly has more in common with that than I remember. Just these cutaways, giving little asides about the story while you watch the story.
It truly was funny with his voice.
It was funny with his voice. And I don't think we're going to play long enough to get in the nude puppet loop again.
No, I don't think we're going to play enough to get in here.
Alex, at some point you're going to have to redeem yourself and get out of the nude puppet loop that you
I
trapped
will.
yourself in 10 years ago. Suikapon, thank you for the 4
Thank
months.
you. Giving Tolkien a run for their money. Exactly.
Take that, Tolkien. Maybe this is the way to experience the movie.
That was tiring. Why don't we wait here?
Like,
Sure,
don't watch the
we'll
whole
come and
thing.
find us.
Watch the abridged FMV PC game version of it. I guess we should probably move on.
Yes. Yes.
It really does look like his tombstone. Are you sure you want to
R.I.P.
quit?
Fucking.
You're putting Pinocchio in the ground if you do this. All right, great. Adventures of Pinocchio. Once again, returning to the RetroPal silver screen. We got one more game, and then Alex has to give control of the stream back to me. But this is a honey of a game. I picked this one up. I was surprised they made a game about this. But here we are. In 1997, with a budget of $25 million, it only managed to make back $11 million. This is The Arrival. I'd heard of this movie. I don't know anything about it.
Danny, you're not going to believe this.
Who can tell me about The Arrival? My favorite gay Texan creatures in The Arrival? Can't be us.
I wish. Okay. Give me a second here. Perfect. All right. Danny, what do you know about The Arrival?
Absolutely nothing.
Cool.
I know the title. It has something to do with aliens.
That's true. It does. Hold on a second.
And I think the game takes place after the movie.
Really?
Is this movie about aliens taking possession of humans? I guess so. I don't know anything about it. Charlie Sheen is a scientist that discovers an alien invasion, apparently. Okay. Charlie Sheen has appeared in games before. He was in the NES version of Platoon.
Dan, you're not prepared for how this game looks.
Come on, we've seen The Adventures of Pinocchio. How... Oh. Yeah, this has a game, apparently. This looks like a fucking cryo game. Nice. Yeah, he got caught in the Pokeball. Huh. The Arrival.
A new game, Untimed.
Untimed?
Yeah. So we're in a little ball.
Is this that Outer Wilds game I've heard so much about?
Yes. That's space race. Hold on, let's rendezvous.
Real quote from the Wikipedia plot summary. But scorpions... but scorpions planted in her room kill her. Good. That was a weird looking fucker. What do we do about this guy?
Do you like their asses?
They have very well defined asses, yeah. It is the ALMAO aliens. Is that a screwdriver?
Right into my dick.
Ow. I thought we'd have a better time being kidnapped by the ass aliens, but I guess not.
Gotta saunter on out.
They're really sauntering. Hang on, not done screwdrivering you.
All right.
That's disc 1?
Gotta
Hang on.
disc eject toggle.
What do you mean we're already on
Next
disc 2?
Disc eject toggle.
No,
There we go.
no way a quick Retro Pals showcase should be enough time to get to disc 2 of any game, but here we
And
are.
game starts.
All right.
So let's go over here. You got this. That's good.
Is it?
Yeah, you can use this with the wall.
Oh.
Okay, remember those symbols.
Is this loss? Sorry.
Go here. Go here. Switch to this.
What the fuck?
Did everybody remember the symbols?
No? Those were symbols? What the hell is this?
It's fine, Danny.
This is like that weird unreleased Saturn game, the Sacred Pools,
Oh yeah, yeah, it's got sacred pools.
where everything is inexplicable and nothing explains itself.
I fuck up.
You fuck up?
I fuck up. Well, what else can we do? Can we look out the window? Yep. Should I write down the symbols or should we move on?
No, we should probably move on. I'm just fascinated that this exists. They put so much work into this for a movie that no one saw, which I guess is the whole premise of tonight's show, but also, this is like a whole other level. They're making original CG and whatnot.
This is probably the last living statement of Peter Jenkins. When the aliens returned me to my cell, I pretended to be unconscious and was able to see the security codes on the force field controls. If anyone else is listening to this, it's vital that you try to escape. I might not make it, so I'm leaving the security codes behind for you. You have to make it back to Earth and warn them. The aliens are already there, on Earth. I was
Aliens
an engineer attached to
on
a
Earth.
deep mining experiment, drilling deeper than anyone ever.
Well, it's not letting me exit, so I gotta force exit here. But yeah, that's the arrival.
Well, why would you ever want to exit?
That's
It's so immersive. All right, Alex, thank you for your your usual DOS and Windows showcase. I can
My
always count on
usual
you.
bullshit.
Can always count on you to bring these games back to life and then go, what the fuck is this? It's my favorite part of the show. Oh, now I have to take over again.
Sorry, honey.
Okay, so I figure I should throw y'all a bone, the people actually watching this show. It's not just games based on movies no one's ever heard of for the C64, the ZX Spectrum, or whatever. We have to cover a bunch of games for the Super Nintendo, too. These might bring back some bad memories. Maybe these games are you rented. Maybe you saw the movies but didn't know there was a game version. Let's play a bunch of the more popular movie-to-game ports of the 90s on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
$50 million is a lot of money to spend on a movie in 1993, especially if that movie is called Toys, starring Robin Williams. In theaters, this only made back $23 million, but that doesn't matter because there is a video game adaptation by Imagineering. Let's fucking enjoy some gaming right now. Another long-term favorite of the show. We've shown this off multiple times. Unfortunately, we've had multiple occasions to show off toys for Super Nintendo and Genesis, and we're going to do it again, damn it. We'll do it as many times as it takes until people learn about toys. This movie I saw in the theaters.
Me too.
It was a Robin Williams movie. My mom took me and my younger sibling. We thought it would be a joyful family film. It was mostly boring.
I remember it being really boring too.
There's that Imagineering presentation quality. Just some vague shadows of characters.
You rented the movie because you liked the game, and I was disappointed that it wasn't more like the game.
Whoa! You exist! I didn't think anyone like that existed, but here we are. Nice. Glad we could bring together people like you and other people. So this game is pretty hard to understand. It's pretty unconventional. But there is a method to the madness. You have to take out all these security cameras, and it's just, they don't really tell you much of how to do anything or what your objective is. Also, there's this. This is the game. You have many different weapons you can deploy to fight the evil toys that are on this floor. It's sort of RTS-like, in that you can deploy things and let them do work. And your main methods of attack don't do much of anything. Like this. What the fuck is this?
That's pretty bullshit, yeah.
Stick with my peanut gun, thank you much. Now, where's one of them security cameras? I forget what those look like on the screen. We're going to be wandering around for a little bit.
Okay.
There's one. Yeah, so ideally you want to deploy like a tank or something to fight these other tanks, but we don't have the weapons for that, so we're just going to tank all these hits.
You fell whole!
I fell whole! That's okay. Robin Williams can survive multiple gunshots.
Things they can survive whole.
Yeah, he can survive tanks, evil machines. What was the fucking plot of this movie? Like,
it was the nice toy company was going to be taken over by a military company or military guy who wanted to make murder toys.
Yeah, that's right.
And this was like, oh.
But there was a good son who wanted to be like, oh, you should make good toys instead.
Yeah, it's very much like, oh, we need these kids to pilot drones in other countries. I don't remember it.
I think I'm kind of fucked here. I needed to pick up better ammunition to fight these toys with. May I use this? No? Well, fuck you too. Eventually this game becomes a side view shoot 'em up, believe it or not. That's how you play the final few levels. You finally learn how to play through this ridiculous overhead view mode, and then they switch it up right at the end.
I totally agree the good son should have had a game.
Why didn't it have a game?
What if
people love Macaulay Culkin?
The Good Son, one of the most harsh endings to any movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was good.
It's just like, okay.
Highly recommend watching the ending of that movie, but none of the rest.
I liked it. It wasn't that bad on rewatch.
Okay. Also in 1993, man, good time to make over-budgeted movies that no one wants to see. We're back, A Dinosaur Story, which refers to the title of the movie and the fact that it always returns to the RetroPal stream, no matter how hard we try. This is an animated film that was filmed for $20 million and earned back $9 million. Less than half. So, of course, High Tech Expressions scooped that up. They were like, we want some of that. This is going to be the next big film. Featuring the voice talents of John Goodman.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I know about it. There's another one of those games with multiple ports. Of course, it was on Game Boy, or it was a reskin of the Radical Rex game that we've seen so many times here on stream. It's a breath of fresh air that we're actually playing the 16-bit version. Look at this big piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe this is a nice dinosaur once you get to know him, but he's just huge.
Yeah, T-Rexes are pretty big, Danny.
Well...
Are you that way about Godzilla? You're like, oh, Godzilla's too big.
Yeah, scale him down a little bit. Make him more relatable. I'm not that big. Why should I care?
What about baby Godzilla or son of Godzilla? Do you like them? They're smaller.
Well, he's okay. He's not fully grown yet. I could deal with a baby Godzilla.
You and I
could take him.
Danny, you and I aren't. No, Godzilla would kick your ass if you try to attack his child. I'm just saying, you and I are on different ends of the spectrum when it comes to large lizard creatures.
I guess so. Some things we'll just never see eye to eye on.
You want him normal size? I want him much bigger than this guy. This guy's too small. He needs to be huge.
This guy's too small to you. I see.
He needs to be Godzilla sized, and he needs to be kicking down the buildings, and...
This is another one of those games I can't make any progress in, because you have to do this really precise platforming in order to get over this first wall. And no one's got time to figure out how the controls work in this game. Plus, he looks stupid. I'm sorry. Your dinosaur looks stupid. I'm immediately turning my brain off and disengaging. Have a nice day.
I think he looks fine, honey.
Well, if you think he looks fine, then check out We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, available now in theaters, if this was 30 years ago. We ought to speed through these. These are games people are familiar with, so I'm just establishing them as being like box office failures. Service Cane, thank you for the 25 bits. Yeah, I'll go back in time and tell them. We'll fix things. This next game is a box office failure, but I almost don't want to include it because it was so close to meeting its production budget back. But we have to play Bebe's Kids.
It's Bebe's Kids. Movie not that bad. I really like the animation in it. I want to say the head designer and director of this later worked on The Proud Family. And you can kind of see a lot of the Proud Family character designs in this one. You are Baby for $5 is a big Blizzard fan. This tip is for Alex only. Thank you. I got
Alex
$10.
is raking in the dough tonight. Good job. And thank you, Frappe. Bebe's Kids. Movie cost $10 million to make and earned $8.4 million. It was close. This was really close to recouping it. As a game, though, it's hard to get worse on the Super Nintendo. This is a truly dire production. One of 2 games from Motown Records, the other one being Rap Jam, which is also bad. Remember, no vibes, no Beavis. Told you. It's a beat 'em up, a bad one. Your attacks do very, very little damage. Everything is very slow and stilted. If you ever actually want to play this, first of all, don't. But if you must, you really want to do this attack. You hold down the R button and push the punch button. Otherwise, your attacks do so little damage, you'll run out of time before you can finish a single level. This attack does like 12 times more damage than your regular attack, though. Eventually, there's a teleporter maze. There's like various mini games that don't make any sense and aren't any fun. Really, watch the movie. The movie is more fun than you might think.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
The baby is voiced by Tone Loc, which is funny. He has a really deep voice. Other than that, I can't say anything to recommend Bebe's Kids for Super Nintendo, other than say, yes, it was based on a box office flop. But in a weird twist, I kind of wish the movie did better, because it was really close to making it. And Motown saw something in it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see a good game, but they saw something. All right, am I done? Do I have to play a single second more of this?
No, I think we're done with
okay, good.
Bebe's Kids.
I've done my Bebe's Kids spiel. I'm free. I'm free to play another game. Clicking on our next game, which was budgeted at $7 million and only earned $3 million. Came out in 1994. Alex, this is Happily Ever After.
Oh, we featured this before.
Happily... Oh, wait, I think it's listed under Snow White in Happily Ever After. Yeah, there we go. Disney held this movie back a long time because Filmation's big plan for this movie was, hey, we're gonna make a new Snow White movie. You can't do anything about it. It's public domain, man. And Disney was like, we'll see about that. So they pushed it back several years, and then it finally came out, and no one gave a shit. There was an NES game. There's a prototype available that was complete but shelved before it came out. Then there was this Super Nintendo game, which actually did come out, and it's the most Amiga-looking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You could tell me this was a Zool game, and I'd believe you.
It feels Zool.
Hidden blocks, collecting fruits.
The music.
The music. Dear God, the music. Honestly, probably one of the better games we played tonight, which is really depressing to think about. But it's true. This is a video game you can play. It's not The Taking of Beverly Hills. I can't believe that game closed every time you lost. That's just...
so funny.
That's so funny. What's up here? Nothing? Just some crap? Okay. That's Amiga, baby. There goes Snow White. There's a lot to this game. There's many levels. I don't know why you'd want to play it, though. Even in terms of it being an Amiga platformer, it just feels bad. The movie I also don't recommend.
No, it's not that good.
It is a box office bomb for a reason. It's the movie Disney didn't want you to see, but maybe they were just trying to protect you. Thank you, Disney, I guess. Next up, I don't want to play this anymore. Next up, we mentioned Macaulay Culkin and his breakout role as the good son and other films, including Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Well, he had an animated film out around this time. He voiced the main character in The Page Master.
Can I say something?
What?
He was such an annoying nerdlinger in that movie.
Wow, go off.
He was like, just constantly.
Was he just like that?
Does anybody remember? Okay.
Did he say words or did he just grunt and make weird nerdling noises?
I just remember him being an afraid nerd all the time.
Well, there was a Super Nintendo game and a Genesis game based on the Page Master. Coming in at a budget of $34 million, earning just $14 million back. Probe, you had to make so many of these games in the 90s. So many games based on
Okay, he
movie
wasn't
failures.
that annoying. I just don't remember. I remember him being an afraid nerd, and I'm just assuming here.
I want to say this game was ranked on Mascot Friday. The first level's the torture chamber, just to give you some idea of what you're in for. Personally, I don't know a single person. Get ready. I don't know a single person who has gotten past this first level. I'm sure if you're grinding for retro achievements or something, you could find it in your heart to play through the Page Master, but as for me, I see this and I just instantly lose interest. My brain starts rebelling against me, thinking, you could play like you could play like Rescue Rangers or something. Maybe a DuckTales. Maybe not the Page Master for Super Nintendo. Wow. Anyone play this? Anyone like it? I won't report you to the authorities, don't worry. You're safe here.
Some people like this. Some people like the movie.
I can imagine people liking the movie. Not really the game. The game seems kind of dire to me.
You made it past World 1 as a kid? Amazing.
Holy shit, good work.
I had this game as a kid. One time a family friend stayed with us for a few weeks and he essentially commandeered my SNES and got further in the game than I've ever seen anyone get. Thank you for the bit, Seraphis Kane. I wish I could see that.
Wow, man. 11. He didn't even look like he was having fun reading.
It's like, I hate reading.
He was horrified by what he saw. The torture chamber? Yeah, how many platformers start off in a literal torture chamber? There's a lot that start off in a graveyard, which is already kind of weird, but you rented or bought the Page Master. Now it's time to be tortured. I make the same mistakes every time I play this. That's what I don't like about these games. These kinds of platformers where there's nothing interesting about them. Like, I just keep making the same mistakes over and over, dying in the same spot over and over again, because my brain refuses to acknowledge that there's a different strategy I should use. Fuck. And it's gonna happen again. I've booted this up so many times thinking this is it. This is the time I finally get into the Page Master. And it's not happening. It'll never happen. Also, I never really boot up the game thinking this is the time I get into the Page Master.
You've never done that in your life.
Just got a couple more Super Nintendo games to go before we move to our next segment. But this one is really impressive to me. Budgeted at $15 million and only making back $9 million. It's Warlock. Alex, I rented this back in the day.
You did?
I don't know why. It was the end of the Super Nintendo's lifespan. This game came out in 1994. And here's the fucked up part. The movie came out in 89. So people knew that this was a failure. It came and went. It bombed. And after that, there was a couple of sequels, which did a little bit better. So I guess that's why LJN got the rights to it. And now here we see Warlock on Super Nintendo and Genesis. Yeah, the thing about Warlock is it's actually pretty good. I have seen Warlock. It's okay. This game is not good, though. Maybe there's something to it that I just can't see. Some hidden quality. There you are. You are the Warlock. You have a little mystical ball that you can command. Eventually you get some lightning bolts. Yeah, here we go. You can shoot dogs with lightning?
What the hell? The dog didn't like it either.
Nope. What do you think of my little ball?
I think it's a little corny, dude.
Hey, I'm the Warlock, damn it. Anyone play this? I'm sorry if you have.
The bad warlock's here. Or are you both a bad warlock? I can't tell.
I think there's a good warlock trying to hunt down a bad warlock. Quit doing that, dude. You're such a dick. Is this Warlock 3? Maybe this is based on one of the sequels. That would make more sense. But it is just titled Warlock. So if you didn't know about the sequels, you'd just be like, that movie from '89 that no one saw? Yeah, okay. That could be a Super Nintendo game. I don't even remember him having a little sparkle ball in the movie. So maybe none of this means anything. I guess nothing means anything when you're playing an LGN game.
No, it doesn't.
You kind of get what you deserve at this point, especially 94. Oh, the dogs are evil now.
Wow, your skeletonizing him.
Yeah, he's not looking too good up there. Those dogs make a cool noise. Level 2, let's go! I did it! We're looking for a stone!
He turned into a monster when you hit him.
Yeah, I could tell that he was a fake human.
Oh, okay.
LJN. They knew how to do it. And by it, I mean making games no one wants to play. Maybe you'll see something in this movie if you really like the Warlock series, though.
Maybe.
That's being pretty optimistic. Okay, I got one more game for the Super Nintendo segment, and boy, it is a honey of a blockbuster bomb, let me tell you. Alex, you hear this movie called Cutthroat Island?
You know, I have, but I never saw it.
The funny thing, if you look up the biggest box office bombs of all time, there's a lot of clickbait lists. Most lists nowadays show nothing but movies that were made in the 2000s. Like, after the 90s, movies have gotten way better at wasting more money and more people's time.
That's true.
However, if you look on these lists, there's always just two movies from the 1900s. Heaven's Gate and Cutthroat Island.
God, Cutthroat Island.
This movie lost a shit ton of money.
Yeah, okay. Its budget was between 92 and 115 million, and it only earned 16 million.
Mm-hmm. This is a swashbuckling pirate movie at a time when nobody wanted to see that. They're like, hell no, get that pirate shit out of here. Do we have a game? Or just music? Oh man, the core is fucking up. I gotta reboot the core so we can play Cutthroat Island.
We do. We gotta see Cutthroat Island.
Apparently, this resulted in the closure of the production house Carol Co. Like
This killed Carol Co.
Yeah, it was that bad. Losing over $100 million on a single movie will kind of do that. But maybe the game's good. Yeah, sorry for calling it the 1900s. That also made me feel old. And hey, Corgi, how's it going? We're playing good games tonight, as usual here on Retro Pals. We're all about nothing but good games. Cutthroat Island. So 1995, pretty late to be making a Super Nintendo game, but this movie is so big it can't possibly fail. Sepasai. Hello.
Thank you for the 50 bits.
Welcome to Cutthroat Island.
It's one of the 20th century games, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pirates with a thirst for adventure. You ever thirst for adventure?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I thirst for drinks, though.
Most people do.
I know. It's my most basic feature is my enjoyment of liquids.
There's a lot to this game we're not going to see. There's side-scrolling segments. There's minecart sequences. But for the most part, this game plays out like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, but with pirates. Kind of a shame what happened to this movie, because just a few years later, people were all about pirate movies. With the Pirates of the Caribbean. So maybe it would have done better if it starred Johnny Depp as a pirate. Who here knows anything about Cutthroat Island?
I know jack shit about Cutthroat Island.
Yeah, me either. I was hoping for someone else to fill me in. Didn't do my research on this one other than to find out, yeah, it's like the biggest failure.
From the same dev studio that made Treasure Master. Okay.
Wow. That game was surprisingly bad. It was impressively bad. You'll never get past me. Oh, yeah?
Multiple people in chat said they've beaten this game and it's awful.
You've beaten it? Holy shit.
Oh, Carol Co. also did Showgirls, another box office bomb.
Yeah, I would imagine that played a role too. Unfortunately, that didn't get a game adaptation for some reason.
Okay, but how sick would that have been? Like, for adults only, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe on the CDI. This isn't for adults.
It would have been on CDI or 3DO, maybe.
And it would have been like, plumbers don't wear ties. A bunch of stills, and you have to make these choices. And you might see nudity.
Maybe. There's like a 1% chance of seeing nudity. I could make it work. You could turn that into a video game.
Mm-hmm.
The bi-directional stab.
That's
Gets them
pretty
every
cool.
time.
Yeah, Showgirls did get its money back, and now it's kind of revered as a campy classic. Have you seen Showgirls, Danny?
I have not seen Showgirls, no.
I need to see Showgirls. I've been meaning to see it. I want to see the really bad bikini cut.
That's on Archive.
Okay,
you can see that if you want.
That's the version I'm going to see.
So I guess you can't... Oh, boy. I guess you can't jump in this. You can only go on different planes. All right, we stay up for this one, then down for the next one. Cool. Love the Cutthroat Island minecart memorizer. Maybe up for the next one? Nope, it was down. Go up the hill. I do like running over the pirates.
That's nice.
That part's pretty fun. Eh? I wasn't supposed to run over the pirates? Snellgrave, my good fellow. The treasure is at last ours.
St. Silver, Jamaica! Woo! We've a feast ahead of us.
All right, the pirates win. The big pirates kill you instantly. Cool. What a cool video game. Well, if you're a fan of Cutthroat Island, I sure hope you didn't play the game. Sorry about the movie, too. I'm sorry about a lot of things we're seeing tonight. All right, Alex. We're setting up for the finale portion of the program. Got a few more games to show off. Some really big names, some really big surprises. But first of all, it's time for the patented and ever-beloved Retro Pals Sidebar. Here we go. We're doing it. It's our famous sidebar segment where we showcase things that we're not going to show off on stream. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Do it! Put
Right.
on some background music if you
Oh,
would.
yeah,
there's the poll in case you hadn't
Okay.
seen it yet. Edge Cases is the name of this sidebar. We're going to show off a bunch of movies that were considered for this stream, but for various reasons I decided not to include them. This also involves multiple uses of the term box office bomb. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, it doesn't just matter in terms of financial things. It doesn't matter much in terms of commercialism. Oftentimes studios will just brand these movies as being like failures for one reason or another. One of them being Alien 3, which was successful but quote-unquote underperformed. Also kind of a weird movie to adapt to games, considering there's only one alien and they're on a prison planet that doesn't have guns. But the games didn't give a shit about that. You get lots of aliens and lots of guns. Next up, also under consideration, Atlantis the Lost Empire. Budget of $120 million, and it earned $186 million. And yet Disney considers this a failure. Alex, why?
Because it just didn't make $1 billion, basically.
Yeah.
They were actually going to make a ride based on this movie and a lot of other things, and it just fell through.
Yeah, as I said before, it can be successful, but not so successful it spawns spin-offs and rides and things like that. So it's a failure. Fuck it. This movie's worthless. It's dog shit. Says the theater owners or whatever. Also considered for the stream, Blade Runner, which had a C64 version. I didn't actually know that before setting up for this stream. This movie apparently disappointed the studios in its initial take. It did make its money back though, so I'm not gonna push it too much. Also, Clive Barker's Nightbreed, which had the action game and the interactive movie for Amiga, a pair of games based on this movie. Only earned $16 million, but the budget was $11 million, so I don't know why people consider it a big failure. It's a horror movie, too, so it probably had a long tail at video. Like, get over yourselves. Enjoy Clyde Barker's Nightbreed, damn it. Another movie considered, Flash Gordon. Less popular here than overseas. That's apparently determines the narrative of it being a failure. Like, people love this overseas. We didn't so much over here in the States, but it did make its money back. Ghostbusters 2 is our next movie. This had a bunch of games. Of course, compared to the first movie, it didn't really make much of an impact financially, and everyone was Ghostbusters out by this point. If you've ever seen the movie, you get it. You understand, yes, we didn't really need more Ghostbusters after this. Check this one out. Gotcha, which had an NES game called Gotcha the Sport. This is a movie about a paintballer who goes undercover for the CIA or something. And anyway, the fake game that they play in the movie became a real game on the NES, Gotcha the Sport. It's not good. It had a budget of $12 million and earned $11 million back, so some people wanted to see Gotcha. Now here's one that surprised me. I've heard Hook described as a box office bomb. This movie that earned $300 million off of a budget of $70 million. I guess just nothing pleases these studios. Like, you have to be huge beyond huge in order to make it back on a big budget movie. If you don't somehow earn $1 billion, fuck you, I guess. The next one is really funny too. Jaws the Revenge earned $52 million off $23 million and got an absolutely dogshit NES game based off it. Yeah, the NES Jaws game is in fact based on Jaws 4 The Revenge, where the tagline is, "This time it's personal."
That's good.
Why does the shark give a shit? Why is it personal? I guess I have to watch the movie to find out.
You do.
Judge Dredd, another controversial pick that I've heard described as a box office bomb. It earned $114 million off of $90 million budget. So what's the deal? I guess it wasn't that big of a success. So people were just like, screw it. Stallone, you fucked up this time. I don't know. Some people like it. Are you some of the people, Alex?
I've never seen this Judge Dredd.
Maybe we should.
No, I did see it. It was okay.
It was okay, says Alex Retropal.
Thank you.
Labyrinth. Look, I didn't decide this box office bombs list. This movie easily made back its budget and then some, but it was more popular overseas. So here in America, the studios were just like, ugh, your stupid Muppet movie didn't make us billions of dollars. Screw you. The hell with them, I say. Navy SEALs is our next movie that almost made it onto the stream. This movie barely made back its budget, but it did make back its budget and then some, so it's not really that interesting of a subject to cover for stream. Interestingly, this made it out on Game Boy and no other consoles here in the States. I think there's also a C64 version, so maybe at some point, maybe if we ever do a Charlie Sheen focused stream. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but it would be on there. No escape. No escape from this game. This is a really shitty Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis game based off a Ray Liotta movie that barely made back its budget. It's about a military guy who assaults a superior officer and then ends up on an island full of cannibals or something. I don't know. I don't know. The game itself is completely uninteresting though, and I didn't want to show it off. Predator 2. Another thing we might have featured on the stream. I've heard this movie described as a bomb, but it really did make a lot of money. It just didn't make much compared to the first movie, which you can say about a lot of sequels. He's in town with a few days to kill is a pretty good tagline, I gotta say. Red Heat. Oh, how I wanted to cover Red Heat during this stream. That Amiga game is really special. It's a game where just a naked Arnold walks to the left and punches out other naked dudes in a sauna. It's really fucking funny. The movie itself did okay. It wasn't a huge success. And it has James Belushi in it for some reason. I don't know how it succeeded with that, but there you go. RoboCop 3. If RoboCop 2 didn't turn you off the whole RoboCop idea to begin with, you saw RoboCop 3 and you decided, that's really enough RoboCop. We don't need to see more of this guy. Look, Murphy, sorry about what happened to you, but we didn't need a RoboCop 3. We barely needed a 2. Still, it made its budget back, so it's not really considered for tonight's stream. Came really close to putting in The Rocketeer, though. This is another one of those movies that made back its budget pretty easily, but not enough to turn it into a huge franchise, so Disney canceled the sequels and declared it a failure, salted the earth, and never came back to it. I remember this movie being okay.
Same.
It was decent. The games were dog shit. Might have been nice to see on the stream, but not tonight. Not tonight, Rocketeer. Another movie we almost featured on stream, Star Trek V, which had a prototype NES game, which is just fully deranged and stupid. This movie apparently almost killed the franchise, despite the fact that it easily made back its budget and then some. It's just, the movie is known mostly for being boring, and the game is surprising for adapting that boring material into something playable. But I guess it didn't adapt it too well, because it didn't actually come out. Tom and Jerry the movie. Budget, $3.5 million. Box office, $3.6 million. A tidy $100,000 profit off of this assumedly terrible movie. Anyone see this? I don't know why anyone would want to see a Tom and Jerry movie in the 90s. There's Droopy Dog back there. What's he doing there?
He's adding flavor into it. You see the dog on the skateboard here?
Yeah, that
made me
part's
want to
cool.
see the movie.
Well, maybe Tom and Jerry the movie's okay then. This had a port for Game Gear and Master System in Brazil, so that's what we would have shown if it hadn't been barely successful. Another game I really wanted to show off was a Windows game based off the Will Smith movie, Wild Wild West. This game, I really want to play this at some point. They put some effort into it. It's one of those high-budget, high-effort Windows games ports like the Arrival we saw a few minutes ago. Maybe someday we'll see it on stream, but the movie was successful enough in theaters where I didn't consider it for the stream. Still call it a bomb for some reason, though. It made so much money, despite the fact it was so bad. And finally, you know I wanted to cover the next game. Game. Street Fighter the movie. It would have been a great way to cap off the stream, being like, huh, Street Fighter the movie, of course that was a bomb. Here's some games based on that horrible bomb of a movie that no one wanted to see. It tripled its production budget. This movie was hugely successful. Everyone wanted to see it. It made a lot of money. A lot of people didn't like it, but who cares? It was a success. So no Street Fighter the movie for tonight's stream, sorry to say. And that's it. That concludes tonight's sidebar. What do you think, Alex?
There were a lot of games I didn't know. They made a game off of RoboCop 3, huh? Navy SEALs.
Mm-hmm. Navy SEALs, yeah, just on Game Boy and Amiga, I guess. All right, bring back that Mr. Window. It's time to take this baby home, as we say in the streaming world. It's time to land this stream airplane safely.
Okay.
By which I mean we're going to play some Sega CD games. That's right, I'm taking over. Alex had his time with his Windows and frou-frou MS-DOS games, and now it's time to show you what a real video game is on the Sega CD. We're going to play Three Ninjas Kickback.
All right, Three Ninjas Kickback, huh?
This movie had a budget of $20 million and only earned back $11 million. For reference, the original Three Ninjas had a budget of $27 million and earned $42 million, so they really expected this to be a huge series that everyone wanted to see. And in fact, they filmed a sequel to this movie at the same time as the original, and they held it back due to some kind of corporate fuckery that is kind of unclear. So Three Ninjas 3, is that High Noon on Mega Mountain, or is it
that High Noon on Mega Mountain?
I think it's Knuckle Up.
Okay, it might be Knuckle Up.
So Three Ninjas and Knuckle Up were shot at the same time, but Knuckle Up couldn't be released the next year. And they were like, this original Three Ninjas was so successful, we have to release another Three Ninjas movie this year. So very quickly they cobbled together this sequel, which takes place between 1 and 2, Three Ninjas Kickback, and it failed. But the Sega CD version, this is a game for your ass right here.
Mm-hmm.
You get to play as a dude named Tum Tum, and who do we see here? Victor Wong from Big Trouble in Little China, making another appearance here on the Retro Pals stream. He played their grandfather in the movie. He taught these kids the secrets of ninjutsu by testing them out in the forest. So the first few levels of this involved the little ninja kids being beaten up and having boulders put on their heads and things like that. The Sega CD version has the movie score as a soundtrack, and it's based on the Genesis version, which is apparently the version to play. So if you're going to play Three Ninjas on any console, you should probably play the Sega CD port. I'm going to try and get to at least one of this version's exclusive features.
Okay.
Like a lot of Sega CD games back then, this is basically just a port of an existing Sega CD game. Genesis game. Except it adds in these first-person segments where you like bike down the street and throw CDs at a van or something.
Huh.
And my favorite extra feature, which isn't in any other port of this game, is this one.
Your task is to locate and destroy 8 training dummies. At the end of the area, there's a gate, but it will not lift to let you through until you destroy all the dummies. Your time is limited, so be swift, but be on guard for my attack at any time.
Exclusive Victor Wong footage, let's go!
Let's fucking go.
Recorded exclusively for the game. That's incredible. An incredible amount of effort for a movie that no one saw, and then they still had 2 more Three Ninjas movies to release after that, which did even worse. Three Ninjas Kick Back. A shame. A real shame about what could have been. Also a shame about what could have been. There was almost a Johnny Mnemonic game for Sega CD. Are you kidding me? I would have played the shit out of this if this got released. Unfortunately, it wasn't released, so only the MS-DOS version made it out. But we do have this prototype, courtesy of Hidden Palace, which just starts like this.
Oh, yeah! This is just like the movie. But it's like the movie if you can't see.
Mm-hmm. Look at this Sega CD FMV. Here's what really bugs me about this game. It's a Fox Hunt-like. You revolve around your apartment, you look at things by pushing up, you gotta collect these items. It's Fox Hunt! They fucking made Fox Hunt for Sega CD. I would have gone apeshit for this back in the day. Being a famous Fox Hunt lover, or at least understander. I don't know if I love Fox Hunt. But yeah, this is based on the Keanu Reeves movie. Takes place in parallel with the events of the movie. Of course, they didn't get the original actors back. These are just lookalikes, but this is a full FMV adventure based on Johnny Mnemonic. And if it came out on Sega CD, it might have been the ultimate Sega CD game.
I kind of love this horrible chunky ass thing.
It looks like it's intended almost, but
Yeah.
I know it's not, but it has a nice look to it.
It's very abstract.
It's got a Sega CD flair to it. Maybe someday I'll play the DOS version. But as it is, I just really wish this existed in a finalized form for Sega CD. Oh, what could have been. Also watch Johnny Mnemonic the movie. It's pretty good. It's got a cool dolphin in it.
It does have a cool dolphin.
Watch it just for the dolphin. That's my opinion. It's like a Real Player stream. Yeah, pretty much. Just imagine you're watching this on Real Player in 2000. You got this game or movie from Livewire. That guy's from Big Trouble in Little China. Man, all roads lead back to Big Trouble in Little China tonight. It's a sign. Watch Big Trouble in Little China. Okay, we're going to do a time skip here.
Okay.
Just a little bit of a time skip. People mostly learn their lessons from making movies based on box office bombs. Oh, open that Mr. window again, if you would.
Oh, okay.
So there was a little bit of a space between mid-90s and late 90s when people cranked up the box office bomb game-making machine once again. But there was a couple of games in the meanwhile that I want to show off, such as Double Dragon. You remember the Double Dragon movie? Or
I sure do.
Actually, you probably don't.
I barely remember it. I don't remember it being good, though.
Budgeted at $8 million, only earned back $4 million. They really wanted to turn Double Dragon into a movie, and boy, did they. They made some sort of movie about it. And then they made a fighting game about it on the Neo Geo. Double Dragon on Neo Geo is actually based on the movie Double Dragon. And later on, they ported it to the original PlayStation. So let's check that one out, because this is pretty interesting.
I think this is the first time we've used the PS1 core on air.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, huh? Mister?
Yeah, Mr. FPGA PS1 core.
Nice.
It can do it all. I still got to dig into the CDI core.
Yes, you do.
That's going to happen eventually.
Urban Plant.
The movie, I remember being stupid. I don't remember a single thing about it other than it's just stupid start to finish.
Yo!
So while this was originally a Neo Geo game, they did add on this this intro for the PS1 version to confirm, yep, it is based on the movie. Dragon Double? God, this shit's stupid. Still not the worst video game movie I've seen. It's not an Uwe Boll film. That guy makes boring movies.
Yeah.
I expect, going into watching the whole Uwe Boll oeuvre, as I did many years ago, I thought they'd all be like House of the Dead, which was really stupid fun, and I wanted to see more like that, but no, the rest of his movies are boring and terrible. Except for Postal, which, we don't need to talk about Postal.
No.
You can watch it once, and then you'd understand. This does have all your favorite Double Dragon characters, like a Bobo, and, whoa, what are they doing here?
Huh.
Why am I telling everyone to look at Dave Foley's penis? Look!
No!
You ruined the surprise. It was going to be a surprise penis.
Surprise penis!
Well, you can still watch Postal for other reasons. I assume they exist. This movie got Robert Patrick in it, and that's about the only good thing about it. Are these guys at that one British video game show? Yeah,
They
it looked
are.
like it looked like they were at Games Master. Yeah. So most people know about the Neo Geo version. That's the preferred version to play. It doesn't have load times. It's not fucked up in various ways like this port is. But this port has something called Tiny 3D mode.
Okay.
That I wanted to show off, because I don't think enough people know about this. Imagine a fighting game with a tiny 3D mode. Let's be a Bobo. Gotta rep the Abobo.
Abobo versus Marianne.
Or Abobo, I guess.
Abobo.
Tried to rewatch this on DVD and it just sucked. Yeah, that's the experience I had. I tried to rewatch it at some point. And I was just like, nah, we don't need to do this. But man, tiny 3D mode. If you don't know what this is, get ready. Look at this.
Oh my god.
It's a 2D fighting game that you can rotate like it's a polygonal cube. At any point, you can rotate and pan the camera around and make it look like this with these characters.
The Bobo chicken with cilantro.
Thank you.
That's so good.
I'm pretty sure if you pause, you can mess with your character, so you can make a Bobo look like this. Wow, Bobo looking good. You really slimmed up.
This is really funny.
Why would you want to do this?
Double diorama dragon. Exactly, Carmen. Thank you for the
Thank you
bits.
for the bits. So the game is actually pretty okay. It's made by Technos, who usually doesn't make fighting games, but this one's alright. Plus, there you can just make really compressed a Bobo. Let's make him half compressed.
Okay.
There he is. Parappa the Abobo, they call him. I also like the really extreme angles you can do on this. Like, is this playable? Maybe someone could run a fighting game tournament, like a surprise tournament where you don't reveal what the games are in advance, and set up a round of tiny 3D mode with really hyper-compressed Abobo.
Thank you for the bits, Carmen. I guess they do look a little Danganronpa with it when they're on their side.
A little bit. I wish more fighting games did that. That's neat. That's something the PS1 can do because, you know, they ported this. Might as well do that. There's other modes too, like an overdrive mode, which does other things that I don't know what it is, but tiny 3D mode is very highly recommended. Okay, Alex, for our next game, once the gameplay starts, you're going to want to mute the audio because this uses some heavily licensed music. But for the intro, it should probably be fine.
Okay.
Let's play Titan AE.
Ooh, more Don Bluth. Actually, I think this is the only Don Bluth we've seen.
Yep. Don Bluth movie came out in 2000 at a budget of $90 million, only made back $37 million. And there was going to be a PS1 game, but it was canceled. However, they did release a demo CD, which is kind of incredible. I can't think of any other PS1 game that had a demo CD released and then the game never came out. So this could be a first and only for the old PS1.
I tried to watch Titan AE, but I swear the CG backgrounds were running a different frame rate than the forward animation, and it made me sick to my stomach.
It made you sick. Awesome.
Yeah, it did.
20th Century Fox almost brings you Titan AE the game. Oh, I think this is just the trailer. I'm going to skip past this. So this is only a demo, a mere slice of what would have been the final game. We can only wonder what it would have been. They do have a flying mode, which is sort of like a space flight sim, wing commander sort of thing, and explore mode, which is the more interesting of the two, I think. So let's check this out. You got it muted, right?
Now I do.
Okay, good. You're not going to hear any sound or music for this because licensed audio. You play as Kale or Akima. Akima will never, ever be playable because she was not playable in the demo, and there's no final version. Sorry, Akima. So let's see what this game's like. I gotta admit, when I started this game up, I pogged hard. I IRL pogged because what started playing in the background was a band called Splashdown, which I'm actually a big fan of. They had this unreleased album called Blue Shift around this time, which I highly recommend listening to. It is the ultimate in 2000s era goth rock, in my opinion. So this game, while you play this segment, it plays their song Karma Slave. So don't get DMCA'd. Yeah, that was me. I was pogging in real life. I was like, is that Splashdown? Holy shit! World's only Splashdown fan, excited to hear them in a game that was unreleased. Alex, you get to hear it.
This is great, actually. Damn.
Yeah, isn't it? Man, still mad Blue Shift was never released. There was some kind of fuckery with the music company, so they had this album fully released. I mean, fully done and mastered. That was going to be their big breakout hit. Then the studio was just like, no, you can't do that. And then they broke up.
This is great. I'm sorry you can't hear this, chat.
Yeah, it's good. I wish we could play it. This is one of their better songs. They were mostly known in the late 90s and 2000s for doing background music and other things. Like they had a song in Buffy and Angel or something.
Oh.
So if you know them at all, you probably heard them in Buffy or Angel. I'm trying to beat up this dude. There we go. What you're missing is a song in the background and various punching sounds. He's going...
I can do the punching sound. Boom, 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 boom.
Good job, Alex. Nice moves, kid. Thanks for kicking my ass. As a game, this kind of reminds me of that one Aeon Flux-like game that Cryo did.
Oh, yeah.
Which is to say it doesn't play super great, but it is pretty interesting. And it's extra interesting because they almost made a game based on Titan AE.
With, like, Splashdown in it.
With Splashdown in it. So they wanted to put some work into it. It's just, I guess the writing was on the wall in terms of how the movie would perform, and they backed out before they released anything. Still, check out that demo CD. It's got good music, at least. Whoa, what was happening there? I flipped upside down. Okay, anyway. It's time to land this stream. It's time to land this stream in the ocean like Sully did.
I wish I could be Sully.
But first, we have a quick trip over to the Game Boy Color. Anyone want to guess where we're going with this one? Box office bomb, exclusive to the Game Boy Color. In the years before the GBA took off, so very short time frame for this to actually get released and be made. Let's check out a little game from the mind of Adam Sandler.
Ooh.
Called Little Nicky. Baby Stay Out is a good guess. I wish there was a Game Boy Color based on that.
God, I wish it was Baby Stay Out.
But no, this is a game based on Little Nicky. Now, you may be thinking, like I was, Little Nicky was a box office bomb? That's what I thought. But then my next thought, upon looking into it, was, Little Nicky had a budget of $85 million?
What?
That's literally insane. An Adam Sandler comedy film having a budget of $85 million. It only made back $58 million. But this game is a miracle in its own right. First of all, how do you make a game based off an Adam Sandler comedy? Obviously, he was big coming off of Happy Gilmore and Big Daddy and Little Asshole. What was the name of that movie? Where he was in school?
Oh, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, yeah, aka Little Asshole. The amazing thing about this game is it fully recreates the intro from Little Nicky, where John Lovitz is peeping on a woman who's changing. Her kid slingshots him and he lands on his head, breaking his neck, sending him instantly to hell. Just the idea of fully converting this to Game Boy Color it blows my mind. Why did they do this? Welcome to hell. I deserve this, says Biffo. I think Biffo belongs in the hell in Little Nicky.
It's so funny to me that Popeye's chicken was like, you gotta be in Little Nicky, man.
Here's the Little Nicky game. You can visit hell for various hell-related mini-games. But of course, there is a full action platformer in which you play as Little Nicky, the hell spawn himself. House is knocking, don't forget to knock it.
Sure thing, Jimmy, right after dinner. Next.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Oh, this music.
Oh yeah, we got jams. Popeye's is the shiznit. Yeah, there you go. I saw this movie. I remember enjoying it. I just didn't at all realize it cost $85 million to make.
Why would you spend $85 million on an Adam Sandler movie?
So Nicky's brothers go off to the Earth realm, and you have to bring them back for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Earth simulator. Look at this. Look at this animation. It actually is accurate to the film. He does kind of stomp around like this. He's kind of a weird character. This Adam Sandler guy, you ever see the movies he's in?
He's really weird.
There's Popeye. He gets his power from fire. You can charge that
Yeah,
up.
you have to stand in fire to be able to do stuff.
Got it. This is kind of cute. This is actually pretty creative. Oh yeah, the sound that plays when he gets hit. Fully accurate, fully sampled from the film. There's a lot here, actually. This is a surprisingly in-depth adaptation of Little Nicky, of all things. That's Satan yelling at you on your Game Boy Color. I don't know how this one slipped past Nintendo. Well, we got to move on to the final segment. Of course, the dreaded GBA segment of the portion of the program. Oh my god. This is where they really fired up the bad game making engines. They started licensing anything and everything. You started to see games based on Madagascar and Ice Age, which you can understand. Those were popular films. And then they just started licensing anything. Anything that was in theaters, put it on the GBA. We'll make our money back, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they did. Let's start things off in 2001 with X vs. Sever. This rabbit hole goes deep, folks. I don't know if I liked what I discovered during my my research, but you're going to get to enjoy it too. Ballistic, X vs. Sever. The movie came out in 2002, budgeted at $70 million, only earned back $20 million. This game, X vs. Sever, came out before the movie and was based on an early script treatment of the film, so it is almost completely different from the movie that actually eventually came out. I can't recall any other game having this kind of story to it, where they just took a prototype of the movie and then based a game off of that. So there's all kinds of weird differences. Like supposedly earlier on, Sever was supposed to be male. They switched to a female in the final, and they kind of had to hastily swap that out in this version. But I don't think they swapped out everything that was different. Yeah, Sever's still a lady in this, but man. Alex, you ever seen this game before?
No, I've only seen Ballistic X vs. Ever, not the original X vs. Ever.
Oh my god.
I wish there was a Ballistic Kramer versus Kramer.
Oh, they rebooted development of Fantastic Four when the movie came out in 2005. Okay, so that was a more common thing that would happen in the 2000s, I suppose. Alex, it's an FPS.
Danny, this is Doom.
It's Doom with security guards instead of demons. Have we really gone this low? We're now playing FPSs on Game Boy Advance. This is more territory for a Bad Game Hall of Fame. Cass is more dedicated to documenting and playing through these FPSs for GBA. So we're kind of treading on their territory here. But we had to tell this story. A story of the twin X vs. Sever games for GBA, which are FPSs for some damn reason.
Huh.
What's extra weird is it plays okay. It's no Doom, but you can play it. This is a playable video game in the barest sense.
You can play it, huh?
Yeah. You can eat here. You can play this.
Yeah, I was going to say ringing endorsement, Danny.
And sure, we're in a crate factory, but can not the same be said of most FPSs? Perhaps the same could be said of all FPSs. That was my Dracula impression.
Good Dracula.
Thank you. Good news, though. If you like this, if you're a big fan of X vs. Sever on GBA, they did make a version that was more closely based on the movie and is effectively a sequel of this last game. It's Ballistic X vs. Sever. Boy, I wish we could play Barnyard. I saw that in the ROM list. Not a movie, though.
Yeah, The Barnyard was a movie.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it started as a movie.
Okay, well, it was successful then, so fuck
Yeah.
it. We can't cover that. Because there really needed to be 2 X vs. Sever games on GBA. Here we are. This one's looking a little better. They put some work into the presentation.
Oh, it's just...
But it's still just this. But you get a knife in this one. So you can knife dudes. Knife the door open.
You are knifing it. Knifing around.
I'm knifing around. Knife to see you.
Oh, just some lady. Yeah.
Aw, man.
You killed a random lady.
But... You send a knife guy in to knife people. I'm not supposed to care about who I knife. Well, whatever. Apparently there's civilian casualties in this game. People you're not supposed to shoot. Who shoot at me? Who shoot at me? I can't tell. There's too many civilians. Are you shooting?
No, that's a civilian.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You need key 3, Danny.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Because you need key 3.
I'm just doing my job, and I'm out here drowning while these civilians yell at me for knifing them.
You
well,
drowned.
If you want to play the X vs. Sever games on GBA, make sure you play both of them. It's important. I'm just about losing my mind based on the last few games I've seen. GBA truly was bottom of the barrel for these sorts of things. But it occasionally had things that you would at least think might have been successful. Like Disney's Treasure Planet.
I can't believe Treasure Planet, didn't make its money back.
It had a $140 million budget,
Oof.
but it only made back $110 million.
Damn.
And this one is made by Bizarre Creations, who made the Project Gotham games for Xbox. Previously, we showed off the PS1 version of this. Oh, look at this GBA video.
This is so GBA video.
This is awesome. And the PS1 game, of all things, is a Spyro-like. Like, you collect gems, you have a little flying insect around you to help you around. It's literally based on Spyro, except you're just like a dude. This GBA game I've never seen before. This is a first for me. I know there's nothing I could do. Professor Gascan, thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. Treasure Planet has the best villain in a Disney movie, counterbalanced by having the worst character in a Disney movie when Martin Short shows up.
Oh my god.
There's nothing Eisner loved more than Martin Short.
The kids love Martin Short. They can't get enough of him. Dude, you get a spin kick in this. Did this guy know karate in the movie?
Probably. I haven't seen Treasure Planet.
Oh, yeah, I haven't either. Boy, sure is GBA in here. I love to collect coin and spin kick the bar. Anyone play the other versions of this game? Do you recommend them? Do you like them?
Yeah, I do prefer Bulgarian Treasure Planet, but...
Yeah, same. Now that's a movie. I didn't ask for a box office bomb, Billy.
Heard the PS1 version is okay.
Yeah, we ranked it on Mascot Friday. It did alright. A morph move?
Sorry, Martin Short fans. It's just, Martin Short was all over 90s, early 2000s Disney.
I'm morphing, and the game doesn't like it. Morph cam. Oh boy. I hit the wrong button. Alright, I'm gonna morph and go to sleep. That's the end of Treasure Planet. I don't know, this game looks okay. They put some time into it. It looks decent compared to a lot of GBA stuff. But we really gotta move on to more important things. Did you know there was a 2004 Thunderbirds movie?
Yes, I did.
Did you know it had a budget of $57 million and only made back $28 million?
I did not know that.
Let's play that GBA game.
Alright.
It's really hitting me now at the end of the stream just how overly comprehensive I planned for this one to be.
It's okay.
I'm feeling every single minute of these GBA games. But I had to do it. I had to show off the results of my incredibly stupid research. The people gotta know about Thunderbirds for GBA. Whoa, it looks like this.
Yeah. You like that?
They didn't use puppets?
No, it was live action.
What? Ah! Oh no. Oh no. I take it back. Treasure Planet was amazing. Treasure Planet, I'm sorry I ever said anything about you. Look at that face down there. Why would you make a live-action Thunderbirds? Look at this Disney Channel shit.
It looks so Disney Channel.
What's this? What the fuck is this?
It's a couch, Danny.
It's a giant banana.
It's a couch.
No, I refuse.
It's a modernist banana couch.
I refuse to admit that that's a couch. What's this?
That's a chair. It's a modernist chair.
What?
Do you know anything about modern furniture design? Those are modernist beds. Mid-century modern hospital beds. Yeah, it's a 60s via 2004.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I can't leave alone. Who wants to come with me for my stupid adventure? We'll sit on the banana couch. Play some GBA games.
Honestly, playing GBA games on the banana couch sounds amazing.
Yeah. I'd go for that at least once. That's what people did back in the 2000s. I don't want to leave but I have to not be alone to... It told me to leave my partner behind. And now it's saying I can't leave alone. Fuck you, Thunderbirds. I don't have time for this.
Fuck you, Tintin. Fuck you, Penelope.
I don't have time for this. No one has time for this. But I do have time for Home on the Range. Remember Home on the Range?
Have you seen Home on the Range, Danny?
I have not. 2004 movie with a budget of $110 million somehow.
Yes.
Somehow. Only made $77 million back. This game will surprise you. I played a little bit of this before the show.
A to M, huh?
Good old A to M. You'll never believe how this game opens. Never in a million years. It's high noon in the desert. Had been a long day. Press A to jump, B to attack. Oh, okay. You just beat the shit out of a bunch of cowboys. You have a dive kick. Why does the horse have a dive kick? I started this up and I was thinking, this game is amazing. This might be the best game ever made. The animation where he rears up and just starts punching dudes, it's actually really nice.
Okay.
And then they reveal it was all a dream. That game you were playing, that's fake. That's not the actual game. You were just having a little daydream there. Never before have I felt so betrayed by a GPA game. Because I would have played a whole game like that. A horse beat 'em up? Are you kidding me? Instead, the actual game is, there's this, and there's a couple other things you do. I guess it's not as bad as the Thunderbirds game.
I guess.
I just really wanted to play that horse beat 'em up, though.
Anyways, the movie is about a bunch of cows who get hypnotized by a country singer.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Chat, prove me right. You know that's the plot, right? About the cows getting hypnotized. One of the cows is Roseanne Barr, I think.
This movie sounds amazing, actually.
It's not. The thing is, I really like the movie's aesthetic, and I really wanted to like it, but no.
So far as I know, this is the actual game. Just your typical GBA side-scroller. Which is so disappointing coming off that intro. I know, funny joke, haha, but no, for real, I would have played that. I want to play the horse beat 'em up. I don't want to play your side-scrolling Billy Goat Collectathon. That's cool too, but man, you really had me going for a while. Or at least you have a double jump. But still, this is much more standard than what I was led to believe the game was actually about. Could have been a horse beat 'em up. But instead, they had to do this. Alright, let's finish up the GBA segment. 2005. The last major motion picture bomb that I could figure was released for GBA. A game called A Sound of Thunder.
I have never heard of this movie.
I know A Sound of Thunder is the Ray Bradbury short story. Is the movie based on that?
80 million, and I've never heard of it?
Yeah, an $80 million movie that made back $12 million. You missed the mark pretty big there. Whoa, cool face.
Yep, they made a movie of the thing. Okay.
It is based on the short story. Okay. So maybe we have a promising premise here.
So, has anybody seen the movie? It's extremely awful. Ugh.
Oh, man. The short story is the classic work where they go back in time to hunt dinosaurs, but some guy steps on a butterfly and fucks everything up in the future. I don't know how you can spin that off into a 2-hour movie, but I guess they exaggerated a few things. Oh no! The purple mist is coming to make me gay!
Danny, you're thinking of Pink Kryptonite, honey.
Oh yeah, that's right. The fuck are these?
Little critters. Creature critters. Creatures.
Creature critters.
Creature critters.
Now, the last few games, I could at least figure out what they were trying to do. This... I'm not sure what this game is trying to do. I guess it's an isometric view shoot 'em up. I've played a few games like this. Crusader No Remorse, I guess, but don't often see this kind of thing on GBA. Whoa. Am I out of ammo? I think I am. Fuck this, I'm out of here.
Bye.
Let me leave. No, let me leave. What am I doing? I'm stuck. Alex! Alex, I broke the game.
You did? Oh, there you are. Nope. Wait, okay.
All right, good. So you can see the GBA was the ultimate place for box office bombs. No matter how badly your movie did, no matter how bad of an idea it seemed before it was released, you knew it had to be on GBA. Because everything came out on GBA. Literally everything. I can't figure out how to progress in this game either. Whether this is better than the movie, that's up to you.
It's up to you.
I have not seen the movie, nor played much of the game. Not a fan of what I've seen, though. So there you go, GBA, in terms of box office bombs. We're almost done with the stream. We're so close. I can taste that leftover pizza I have in the fridge right now.
Oh, me too!
Oh, good. You're using the pizza strat?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they finally made a gluten-free pizza where it's actually filling, so I can't eat the whole thing. So, yeah, it's saving there. All right, what's next, Danny?
We're going to end this with two last games. One is going to be the most surprising discovery that I made during my research regarding box office bombs being made into games. It's for the MSX, of all things. It's based on an American film released in 1986. It is a film called Space Camp. Here's the poster. Now check that out. This movie is apparently a sort of sci-fi adventure film where a lot of teenagers go into space camp to try and become NASA astronauts. They face all kinds of travails and troubles in space, and it's all like dramatic, like, oh my god, so much can go wrong in space, it's so scary. The worst time to release this movie probably would have been in 1986.
Yeah.
You know what happened in 1986? Challenger. The Challenger fucking exploded a few months before this movie was released. Obviously, the movie was fully finished and had finished production, was ready to ship before Challenger exploded. But this was the last thing people wanted to see right after that. A lot of people accused this movie of cashing in on the tragedy, being like, oh, you're just trying to cash in on what people's feelings for the Challenger. You're going to make a full movie based on the sympathy people feel for the astronauts, you assholes. And they had to be like, no, we were just making a cool little space romantic comedy with teens. Oh, God, help. And in the end, this $18 million movie only made back $10 million. Nobody wanted to see this at the time. Apparently, it's not very good. But it did have a Japanese exclusive MSX release.
Danny, that's fucking crazy.
Which is absolutely crazy to me. Unbelievably so. At first, I thought, no, Moby Games is wrong. There's no link between these. It just happens to be called Space Camp. It has to do with space, but otherwise it's unrelated, right? But here on the title screen, it credits the production company, so it totally is. Unbelievable that this exists. And it's by Pack-In Video. Pack-In Video and ABC Motion Pictures Productions brings you Space Camp. You guys...
What the fuck?
And all that is ignoring the fact that your player character here could not look more like a penis if they tried.
Oh my god. This feels like one of those FDS games.
Yeah, that fucking Super Pig game where you're the penis in space. I don't think you can fire in this game. All you do is guide your little penis ship around and try not to hit the asteroids. I guess that's kind of like the movie, because they were doing all kinds of astronaut tests, trying to figure out if they were space-worthy. Eventually the movie was turned into a novel, and by the time it made it into novel form, they had to acknowledge the Challenge disaster. Being all like, oh, we didn't want to go into space camp considering the recent disaster in space, which we all feel really bad about, and we had nothing to do with. So maybe this movie could have made it in any other context at any other time. Maybe not so much 4 months after the Challenger disaster. Really, really bad luck there, guys, but at least you got an MSX game based on it.
I just can't believe this was released in Japan, like Space
Yeah.
Game.
Other things I found out in my research, there was a Fujitsu FM7 version of the Cannonball Run.
Huh.
And there was a PC-88 game called Happy Bushman, which was based on the film The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Yo, really?
Yeah, there's a PC-88 Gods Must Be Crazy game. But none of those were box office bombs, so we couldn't cover them during the stream. I just made several interesting discoveries when doing my research for this one. A lot of weird stuff out there in terms of licenses, in terms of movies that turn into video games. You think, how could this happen? How could they do this? Why did they do this? But over the course of this entire stream, you've probably had one movie in the back of your mind, right?
Yeah.
You're probably thinking, there's one game that they have to cover. There's one movie that's synonymous with box office bombs. Huge failure in the 90s. Massively over-budgeted. Could not possibly be a bigger failure if you tried. Well, guess what? This film actually made back its budget handily. It made its budget back. It almost made its budget back twice. It almost doubled what it cost to make. But it was just the Hollywood studio mindset of being like, if you spend this much money on a movie, you have to make double your budget back. You have to have franchise material. You have to make toys, all sorts of things. But that wasn't going to happen with this movie. This movie was frankly lucky enough to make back as much as it did. So Alex, give me that controller over there. Start up Mednafin.
Oh boy, boy, boy. Hold on.
We gotta pull out. It's a special occasion.
There we go.
We gotta pull out our old Virtual Boy emulator so we can play Waterworld on Virtual Boy. Let's go!
Let's fucking go. Give me a
Kevin
second.
Costner on Virtual Boy!
Hold on, let me change this real quick. Virtual Boy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very rare Virtual Boy appearance.
Yep, we hardly ever stream this thing. We did a Virtual Boy showcase way back in the Adventure Pals era. Haven't touched it since then. It would take something big to get us back in the Virtual Boy minds, but here we are. Macaw 45's favorite movie of all time. He made a fan game based on The Simpsons joke about Waterworld, which is incredible. And here we are playing Waterworld for the Virtual Boy. This is the only game to be based on a movie released for Virtual Boy. I've heard Innsmouth no Yakata is apparently based on a movie, but I couldn't confirm that. But just the fact that Waterworld ended up with a Virtual Boy port is so somehow appropriate. Alex, you ever seen Waterworld?
Yes, I have. But I don't remember much of it other than they need to find dry land and they're all drinking versions of their piss.
Yeah, they gotta recycle their piss to stay hydrated. So you control the Mariner, Kevin Costner's character. You gotta search for surviving Atolians, who are members of the society you call an Atoll. Check out the YouTube channel, The Atoll, for the biggest Waterworld fan you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, so the thing about Waterworld is it did have one successful, and I mean insanely successful, product, and that product was the Universal Studios Waterworld Adventure Show. This was so popular that it's still running at Universal Studios.
Yeah, it's still going.
And not just that, they made specialty areas in their brand new parks throughout Asia, in China, in Japan, and I want to say either Malaysia or Singapore. They all have specially made like Waterworld lands, including like there's like a smokers area or whatever, all around a version of the show. So yeah, it's
wow.
It got huge, and because the versions of it in the American parks, it's just a stage show. It's in its own area in like the Hollywood section or whatever. But no, parks in the various parks in Asia, it literally is like a whole themed area where it's like, yeah, the smokers, yeah.
Love those guys. Love Dennis Hopper, leader of the Smokers,
Mm-hmm.
the evil rival gang of sea people. So if you don't know about this movie, it famously went over budget. It was already a huge budget movie, but then it faced several problems during filming. They had to get like millions of dollars more just to finish things up. The thing was filmed on the ocean, so they had plenty of problems with like weather and things like that. Well, there he is.
Yeah.
Cool. Of course, I'm not very knowledgeable compared to other people on this website about Waterworld. Again, highly recommend checking out the Atoll. Very entertaining YouTube channel that you can see via Macaw 45 every time he puts up a new video. But the main point I'm trying to make here is Waterworld was successful. It was not a bomb. It made back all of its money, healthily so, turned a decent profit. It's just it's regarded as a failure because it was such a hugely bloated production that, one, people wanted to see fail on some aspect because of, Hollywood just being too big for its britches or whatever. And two, just because of, I guess it just became the meme, to use a modern sense of the word. It's a failure. Before it even came out, people regarded this as a failure just because it cost so much money to make. But it's all about perspective, right? If you're a movie mogul hoping to make the next big franchise, are you really going to make a big franchise based off of a gill man who drinks his own pee?
I remember when Titanic was in production and the budget was getting so high, there was a lot of Hollywood reports that were like, oh, this is going to be James Cameron's Waterworld.
Yeah.
Watch out. This is going to make no money. And
so sometimes that narrative takes over. That becomes the defining thing. And I just want to emphasize, based on what you've seen here tonight, some of these games were financial failures, just not catastrophically so. Sometimes you end up with a cutthroat island that ends up being such a disaster it shuts down a studio. And sometimes you end up with a moderately successful movie that people just had much higher expectations for, like Waterworld. And it's easy to buy into that narrative, right? Like, it had a Virtual Boy game.
Mm-hmm.
How was that good for anyone? But if this interests you, oh, nice face. You can play Waterworld on a bunch of different systems. You can play it on Super Nintendo. There's a prototype for Genesis. There's multiple PC games, including an exclusive RTS that expands the story seen in the film and the book. There's a lot to do with the Waterworld mythos and whatnot. And I gotta admit, watching Macaw 45 and his genuine enthusiasm for the series, it made me appreciate it. It's so easy to just write it off as another Hollywood failure. But no, people do like Waterworld. It was successful to an extent. And it's funny that it has a Virtual Boy game.
It's so funny.
It's so fucking funny. So that's my mixed take on Waterworld. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the memes. Watch it if it seems interesting, but do check out the games, because, man, Virtual Boy Waterworld, how much more appropriate can you be? It's amazing. And that, finally, this bloated production of Hollywood ends this bloated production of a Retro Pal stream. Thank you all for staying with me through this entire thing. I did have a story to tell. I think we lost the plot at some point halfway through the GBA games, but we did it. We made it all the way through, and I feel we're now stronger and better people for it, too.
Gayer, too.
And gayer. Yeah, if you watch the last few hours, consider yourself gay.
Congrats.
Welcome to the family. We're done. We're done. Special thanks to Biggles.
Biggies!
I love Biggles. I gotta go see Biggles now. That game was really exciting. I played a lot of surprising games here tonight. Some of them were pretty creative. There was games based on shit like Give My Regards to Broad Street, which what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Give my regards to Broad Street, Danny.
And the C64 rendition of Band on the Run. One of the crazier RetroPal streams in recent memory, and I'm glad you all saw it. It's thanks to our patrons that we just produced this extremely long, strange, rambling stream that you just saw. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Next week, we're actually not going to have a poll because we need to finish up our obligations with the American Heart Association charity fundraising milestones. So next week, look forward to The Quiet Man and, of course, Z-Dog.
Z-Dog!
However, after that, you will want to be part of the Patreon. You will. So join at the $5 tier, because at the end of the month, or sometime before that, we're going to open requests for Patron Request Gauntlet 11. It's going to happen. We're going to do it. We're going back to the hell again with another gauntlet full of twisted games, and only you can make it happen.
Only you.
I'm going to look for Raid Target. Alex, why don't you wrap us up?
We are also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post full-length highlights of our streams there. Latest one is part 2 of our Patron Request Gauntlet 10. So if you want to hype yourself up for the next Patron Request Gauntlet, why don't you give that a look? See? Let's see. We are also on Discord. We have a Discord that you can join us in. If you join the Discord, you can chat with us about games, ask questions, do other things, post your pets. I've been posting good pictures of Tess when I can. So I'm a big Tess freak, Tess head. I love her. We also have a Blue Sky. You can follow us on Blue Sky to find out when we go live, when we got new videos up on YouTube, and all the RetroPals news you can use.
Thank you, Alex.
You're
I'm
welcome.
yelling from across the room.
I missed the last minute tip, Frappe. Thank you for the tip. I'm sorry I missed it.
Frappe, thank you for the tip. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate
I'm in
it.
front of the microphone now. I can stop screaming.
Sorry.
We're rating Swell Time G-Pool, who is playing Sonic Colors for the DS. This is actually a really neat version of the game. If you've never seen Sonic Colors in 2Dified form on the Nintendo DS, do check that out. Also a big fan of G-Pool and their streams. Always a good time over there. So give them a follow. Go have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.